Hello, everyone. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy, Vegan, coming to you live Friday, December 2nd, 2022, at approximately 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just a couple minutes early. Yeah, before I went live today, I put out a story on Instagram on both Happy Healthy Vegan and Ryan Lumrock, just to try it out. Had everything all set up. Angie suggested, why don't you do that? I said, yeah, why not? It's a great idea. So great to see everyone here. Yeah, I saw everyone's ready to go. So, why am I just going to sit around for 2-3 minutes? Let's come on and get this live stream happening. Yeah, live. I'm sorry, hey, Sarah. Yeah, the lava lamp, I turned it on like 2 hours ago. So it's fully warmed now. We don't have to wait for it to get through that initial clump of goop stage. But anyway, good to see everyone. Good to see all the fellow Happy Fam and fellow vegan cult members here. This is your cult leader. Coming at you with a good Friday live stream. Not a good Friday, just, not the religious Good Friday, but just hopefully this will be a good, fun Friday live stream as they usually are. I felt pretty good. Went to the gym today, as usual. But I forgot I was there. I didn't look at my watch when I left, maybe an hour 40 or something like that. I was there. Played basketball, one game, did a bunch of drills. I even think I got a slam dunk. I need to go through my phone footage. I haven't had a chance, been busy all day packing your guys' orders. So I think I got a slam dunk down today, so I'll check it out. I'm pretty sure I looked on the phone, but I want to look at it on the big screen here on my computer monitors and just double check it. But anyway, yeah, we got merch for you guys. I don't know if you guys saw that we're having the biggest sale that we've ever had. If you want to get a copy of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook for yourself, or if you want to get it for a friend or family member for Christmas, these things are usually $25. Most of you guys probably paid $25. We are selling them right now for $15. You got to use our code HAPPY35 to get 35% off. Got that? HAPPY35 to get 35% off. If you forget, it's in our community tab post that Angie made a couple days ago. And a lot of you guys may have got an email from us too, if you're on our email list. But anyway, yeah, let me just show real quick. We have a few shirts in stock too, like this black one I have on, or anything. Everything's 25% off. So let's go there really, really quickly and we'll get into what's happening today. Not on here, but on shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Actually, I should paste that into the chat here really quick. This is we're talking 35% off with code happy35. Here it is. Actually, let me just make sure that code is right. Yeah, Happy35. It's totally right. Anything here, the books, t-shirts, anything that's $25 is basically $15. The shirts are usually $25, so you get it. We have like just a few sizes in the tie-dye and the black shirts. Even the ebooks, you can get 15% off. And actually, we should have more merch than this right now. We got some CDs up here, but you can get our book for $25. We'll sign it for you, or we'll sign it to a friend or family member. Show people how easy it is to be vegan. Maybe you have some friends that are just getting started. Maybe you yourselves are just getting started. So we want to be able to offer it at a price where we're almost losing money right now at $15 for these books. They're pretty expensive. You guys that have know what we're talking about. It's big, colorful, big pages. So anyway, we want to, we're doing it right now for Cyber Week. So you have a few more days. So come check it out, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. It's all down there. And get a gift. Our book, $15, guys. We're totally crazy right now. Sign up for $15. But we have quite a few still. We want to move them, in case we ever move to Hawaii. We don't want to take all our stuff with us. So anyway, let's get back to business here, like the business of live streaming rather than the business of Christmas gifts. And also too, as our Streamlabs bot tweeted there, if you want to get yourself "It Doesn't Suck Being Vegan" shirt, you can definitely do that too. Let me just show you guys that in case you are not aware of those. It's like, this shirt here, "It Doesn't Suck Being Vegan," or the Vegan Cult Members shirt. Just click that link there that our Streamlabs bot just made to you guys, and you can go there too. We don't have a sale on those though. Those are made by Teespring, so we don't have as much what's the word I'm looking for, just like latitude with the price there. They kind of have some high fixed costs there. So hey everyone, how is it going? You miss Keep It Carb Baby Produce Not Pills? Well, for our sale there, you can still get the Keep It Carb Baby ebook for $7.50 right now, basically, because it's on sale. Anything, just use our code HAPPY35, 35% off anything and everything left on shop, happyhealthyvegan.org. And we are trying to clear out the rest of our shirts here. We have a couple of these ladies racerback tees, a couple of these sleeveless unisex tees, and some tie-dye and black tees. Anyway, let's get back to it. Back to a live stream that's not centered around, like, you know, Christmas and stuff like that, or presents. So anyway, oh, you missed our tagline, keep it carb, baby. Yeah, it worked for a few years for sure. Yeah, we just moved on from that. You know, it doesn't suck being vegan is my new one I like to say, because, you know, I like to say that because it's sure, you know, it's true. It doesn't suck being vegan. People think being vegan sucks. We exercise some kind of extreme willpower, resisting meat and dairy at all times because we really love to eat those. So people think, like, no, that stuff's crap is gross. And no, we don't miss it. And it doesn't suck. I eat great food every day. I don't ever sit there, you know, I really wish I could eat dead animal things again because that's so awesome. No, said me never. So hello everyone. Let me know if I missed any questions or anything like that. Am I natty? Yeah, I saw you guys talking about Liver King. Yeah, I watched Joey's video about it. I've been watching the news unfold about Liver King. Like, no surprise, a guy with that kind of comic book body. I mean, if anyone really thought he got those muscles purely just from, like, you know, eating organs and lifting some weights, no, it takes a little more than that to get a comic book body like that. So yeah, I'm fully natty. Lol, the cat wants us to get into politically charged territories, and we've discussed this before. It's not like I don't want to talk about this. Like, I shy away from issues like this, but they tend to be politically charged, and I have addressed them on past live streams. It's just one of these things I don't want to get into and over and over and over again. I've been open about it. You can find some previous lives. I think the week that Roe v. Wade got overturned was when we went into for me, you know, for this channel's context, you know, a lengthy discussion about my views on it, which are a little unorthodox. You know, they're not like the standard views of right versus left, Democrat versus Republican. I think I take that. It's not unique, but it's not like the, you know, pick your partisan politic point of view kind of thing. I think it's a thought out point of view. So you can check out that. So that we're not going to bring that on tonight. Yeah, Fu Man Poo, bring on the religion and politics. I know you're being a little facetious there, huh? Let's see. Anyway, am I anti-Christmas? Depends what you mean by anti-Christmas. I'm not like Scrooge, like bah humbug Christmas. But I'm not a fan, like, I don't live for Christmas, you know, I don't decorate and get all excited and stuff like that. You could say I'm Christmas ambivalent. As I talked about this, I'm like this with pretty much every holiday. It's not just Christmas, like when, like, say, St. Patrick's Day rolls around. I don't go, yay, St. Patrick's Day or Cinco de Mayo or, you know, whatever holiday, you know, Thanksgiving, Halloween, whatever. I'm just kind of, it's whatever. I'm not against them, but I don't like get all excited with glee about their arrival or anything like that. So, anyway, let's see what's coming out, Peter. Hey, Peter, there's a parody version of the Grinch coming out called The Naughty One. You're a naughty one, Mr. Grinch. But they don't say Grinch and they don't say Hoovel. They say Nouvel. Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm not a Grinch. I'm not a Grinch ponies not pills. I'm just telling you, I'm ambivalent, which means you simultaneously feeling opposing views, like the for and the against, or the positives and the negatives. I feel them all, and, you know, I'm just kind of okay, you know, whatevs. Is Beyond Meat going bankrupt? I've been following them in my stock feed, and I know they're it's sucking right now. I didn't know they were close to going bankrupt. Is there something I need to know? Let me just like pull up my my stock thing here really quick on Apple stocks. Let's see, Beyond. Let me see if there's something about them going bankrupt. They've been downgraded. I know that. Like, you know, investors have them on like a not buy. I don't see anything about bankruptcy. they're having trouble financially, but I don't think they're going to go bankrupt. But what do I know? I'm not giving stock advice, but that's not what I've been seeing. Hey, someone just bought an item. Joshua, are you out there, Joshua, right now? Yeah, you're right there, Josh. I see you in the chat. Did you just buy one of our books or T-shirts? I just got a notification from our store that you bought one of our things on sale here on shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. 35%. I should copy this. % off with code happy 35. I'm gonna just copy this here tonight. Bam, bam. Hey, let me put this in my notes so I don't lose this. I don't have to like type it all day, because as you guys know, I'm not a speed typist by any stretch. But hey, thanks, Josh. Thank you so much. I just went to the post office today and delivered a handful of packages, and I'll be taking some more down early next week as well. Anyway, let's see, Wesker, you had some Beyond stock a long time ago and lost money on them. I wish I sold mine a long time ago because I was up a little bit, but now I have. Fortunately, I didn't buy that much. Fortunately, when Beyond stock went public, and all that, I haven't been the wealthiest guy recently, so I didn't sink too much into it, like maybe $100 or $2 or something like that. So my risk to Beyond Meat is kind of minimal. Cool, gonna get so carbed. You will get carbed, and even a little proteined out. There's legumes in there too. I think our recipes are just really nicely balanced, in my opinion. I'm sure another vegan could look at it in a different way and come up with a different conclusion, but I think ours are very nicely balanced. Fu Manchu is circumcision vegan. Hell, I don't know, but it's about exploiting animals, right? So either way, you can extend that to humans. It's funny, like you were saying, people argue that the definition of vegan should be about extending human rights to animals, and I think here, circumcision, extend the rights that we give to animals as vegans to humans. Because if I were to have a baby boy, I don't think I'd want it to get circumcised. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not ever going to be in that position because I don't plan to ever have kids, and a little late now, if actually. In my life here, but anyway, I wouldn't want to put a baby through that sort of pain. Let's see. Rest in peace, Beyond Meat. I don't think they're going out of business. I just think they're having I know they're having financial troubles now, and that's why the stock is being hammered. Hey, Uncle, having some shredded wheat with blueberries now. Awesome. Shredded wheat and blueberries sounds like a great little snack meal there. Produce not pills. Would we ever consider fostering a child? Maybe, like not right now, but I'm not ruling that out in the future. The likelihood of that happening, I wouldn't say is all that great, but I wouldn't rule it out or anything. I don't know. I could see us fostering like dogs and cats first, though, before we take on such an enormous responsibility there. Peter, don't invest in the Very Good Butcher. Yeah, I've heard they're having trouble too. Why are these meat companies having trouble, huh? Let's see, Hypnotic Tango, about just regular Keynesian economics being bad for the environment. They try to create value where there is none, build roads and houses where there's no demand, stimulate the economy. Hey, I'm not an economist. Even though I did study micro and macroeconomics in college, that was probably in the late 1980s. So I don't really have any good things to say or insightful things to say about the connection of veganism and economics and the environmental good. I mean, we can see that in the way capitalism's been run. It's not been particularly great for the environment, so I'm not going to argue it's great for the environment, but to what extent is it horrible? I'm probably leaning more towards the bad than good ofs, but I don't know how to quantify is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry to hear that, Peter. Your friend lost thousands. Wow, fortunately, I didn't have thousands to invest in Beyond Meat or anything. Okay, Produce Not Pills, you understand. Yeah, the life of an animal we understand to be an extreme commitment and responsibility, and to have a human that you're responsible for. It might be more than we're able financially and emotionally to like go through right now. Not go, maybe go through is the wrong word, but to put ourselves out there and, you know, yes, we will do it. Yeah. Law of the cat. I don't know. If I had a child and refused to be vegan, like, you can't force someone to be vegan. You can force a vegan diet on someone, possibly, you know, if you're controlling all the food. But when they're at school, you can't hold their hand and be there with them, right? But you can't force someone to be vegan is the thing. Vegan is, you know, it's a belief. You can't force someone to believe that it's wrong to exploit animals. You would hope that your kid or anyone would be able to see the self-evident truth of that it's unnecessary and wrong to exploit animals and harm animals. But you know, you can't force someone. But what would I do? I don't think I'd hate them or anything. That'd be pretty effed up, right? You know, if you hate your kid because they didn't choose the moral choice that you see. But I don't know. I don't know. You guys can tell me if you have a situation like that. I've not really thought about it too much. What would I do? I don't know. I'm not going to have that situation. But yeah, I'm going to feed them vegan food. Obviously, I'm not going to go buy them steak or something like that. They're humans. They don't need to eat that crap, you know? What's that, Peter? If you have kids and they're only eating vegan food when they get old enough to buy their own food, but in your house it'll all be vegan. Yeah, I that's probably how I see. That's kind of how I described it. It's gonna be vegan in my house. I'm gonna buy the food, but yeah, if they go out with their friends, I can't, you know, monitor everything what they're eating. You know, I would like them to be vegan, obviously, but you know, anyway, it's a moot point because I'm not gonna have any kids. Oh, Sarah, you made an insane lentil veg charred potato stew. That does sound insane and tasty. Yeah, right before I went on, like an hour before, I made my bro tacos. Got a whole can of black beans. Trader Joe's ones. They're salty. I feel super thirsty after those. I should have got a different brand, but whole can of beans, some corn tortillas, and some lettuce, some hot sauce, and made, you know, 5 torts, put it all together, and yeah, bro tacos. Quick, easy, full of you know, all the protein and legumes, which is great for all the working out I've been doing, especially today. Anyway, let's see. Wesker avoided having kids like the plague. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. You know, I mean, you know, kudos to anyone that wants to have kids. I'm not knocking. I'm just talking about me personally. It's like I've never had that kind of, you know, biological clock thing where I feel like I gotta have kids or whatever, you know, and I have friends that have that, you know, and I respect that. I'm not saying they're wrong or anything. Just talking about myself, my own personal unique self here. And yeah, I've never had that big urge to have kids, you know, like when Angie met, you know, I told her I'm not really down. I'm not like, she was not really one to have kids. She was probably more anti-kid than I am as far as having them herself. And I just said, like, you know, I've never really wanted them in a huge way, but I'm not totally against it on the same hand, but I'm more towards I probably don't want to like have kids or anything like that. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I love kids too, sir. I love my nieces and nephews. I play with them like a maniac. You know, their parents, I think, chuckle when they see me playing so childishly with their children. You know, I love it. You know, they're great little kids and I love them all. But at the end of the day, I'm glad they're going back home with their parents and not coming back with us and having to deal with them and feed them and change their diapers or get them ready for bed. It's like, oh no, I did the fun part. You guys can do all the work stuff there. But I respect that. I respect the work that they put in. I respect it so much that I don't want to go down that road. It's a lot of work. And let's see. Yeah, we have enough, Pete. That's what I figure. I mean, if Angie and I don't put out a kid or two in the world, it's like, I think the human race hasn't been like, you know, hasn't lessened its chances for survival or anything like that. You know, we're not at that point or anything right now. Far from it, though. Yeah, we need more vegan kids too, but yeah, I don't think I just know my life would be very different. I'd probably have to not be doing this as much, find some kind of other employment that's more regular and steady. You know, it's an awesome responsibility. Yeah, Heidi, yeah, I love kids, but don't need them all the time. Yeah, I just need them when I see them, you know, for the parties and stuff. Yeah. It's the uncle. You decided at the age of 9. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I figured it out, but anyway, yeah, I was pretty certain by the time I was like, in my late teens or early 20s. What's that law, the cat? What if the kids, threatened to run away if you didn't buy them meat and dairy? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to answer these things. Is that what they would do? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's not going to happen because I'm not going to have kids. Yeah, your question's law, huh, Joshua? I don't know. I'd have to think it through. I've never thought about that because it's not a situation I've had to, like, a road I'd have to go down. Yeah, smart people aren't breeding. Yeah, hence the movie Idiocracy, huh? But yeah, don't get me wrong. I love kids. I totally love kids. I just don't love them so much that I want to have some with me 24/7. Trapped in the Matrix. Wow. See, that's a possible reaction or strategy to deal with that situation. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they don't call your bluff, though, huh? What's that, Sarah? Just waiting for your eggs to molt over any day now? Yeah, then it's a real moot point after that, huh? Oh, that's a horrible thing to imagine, Wesker. Jeez. So anyway, yes, yeah, produce not pills. Yeah, pretty much what I said there. Yeah, you have to come to terms with people. So even if you raise your child plant-based, they have their own free will. That's what I'm talking about. People have their own free will. To not be what you want them to be. I mean, our parents probably all try to shape us to be like them, the same kind of jobs, or at least maybe the job they wanted us to have. Maybe they want us to continue on with their particular, maybe political beliefs, religious beliefs, who knows? But we all have free will. If we all didn't have free will, none of us would be vegan, right? If we just had to do what our parents said, very few of us would be vegan, unless you had vegan parents. Oh. Yeah, Jedism. Yeah, I hardly ever crave sweets. Very rarely. Once in a while, I tell you, I've been craving like a soda, like a root beer or something like that, but I've yet to go buy one. I had a couple at Disneyland one time. Hey, Scandinavian. No, I don't think I've ever experienced anything really paranormal. I'm open to it. I want to experience a ghost or, some kind of entity that doesn't seem to be of this material plane. I'm totally down for that. But I just don't seem to experience stuff like that. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what. Anything I can do to experience the paranormal, let me know. Not to say I actively looking for the paranormal, but if there's a way to experience the paranormal, I'll check it out. Have I tried Zevia sodas? Never heard of it. I rarely drink soda. I tell you, I had a root beer at Disneyland, and one night I was craving like I said, Angie, do we have some kind of soda of some like? She said, no, we don't. I looked on the app. Plant Power fast food drive-thru is still open for another half hour, so I went there and got I didn't even buy any burgers. I just got a cup of their blueberry soda, and had that. So I don't really drink. We're talking about craving sweets. It's very rarely. I think this happens because I'm dehydrated. Yeah, that happened in the summer when I was really, really craving these sodas. So I think I was just dehydrated. How come people always ask this question about, is a vegan to eat an egg that was raised in this most perfect condition? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you really want to know, why don't you ask someone who's really put a lot of thought into this? It's not something I have put a lot of thought into myself, but Earthling Ed has, and if you want to watch his video here.
Consume eggs. But what about eggs from backyard chickens? Why would that be a problem? After all, these hens live a good life. Let's check it out. Right? These are questions vegans encounter all the time, and at first they seem reasonable. After all, most of the problems associated with egg production don't exist with eggs from backyard hens.
Let's see what Ed says. Ed has thought this
through. The first thing to consider is where the hens have come from. If they have been bought from a farmer or a breeder, then by buying hens, we are still contributing to the problems associated with commercial egg production, such as the male chicks being killed at birth, normally through being macerated or being gassed, and the other hens who are instead used or sold into commercial egg production being killed in slaughterhouses after only 18 months. However, if we adopt hens from farms or slaughterhouses and rescue them from these places, then what could possibly be the problem?
Tell us, Ed.
Firstly, it's important to recognize that hens wouldn't naturally lay 300 or more eggs a year, but have instead been selectively bred to do so. Wild red jungle fowl, the ancestor of the modern-day egg-laying hen, only produce around 10 to 15 eggs a year.
I mean, if you want me to link this video to you, let me know, but there's some issues already there, but I'm not going to get into it. Is that the same 87? Remember you told me about some old dude, Sarah, that was like hitting on you at the gym. Is this the same guy there? I didn't know he was 87. Sounds like he digs you, huh? Actually, let me get back to my normal window here. All right, cool. Let's see, Heidi, yeah, she always wanted apple juice. Yeah, I would have taken that as well. Yeah, apple juice when you get super dehydrated. I think it's a sugar thing. Yeah, I think that's what it is too. I think it's a dehydrated thing. Did you accept the date, Sarah? Uncle, no. I didn't think she did. I never considered that she did, actually. I just thought she was sharing that because it's interesting. Anyway, why don't I eat more bananas if it's a sugar thing? I mean, when I'm craving soda, because I tell you, I was craving soda. I think it was dehydration. Maybe the sugar made the consuming water more appealing. I guess I could have had more bananas, but when I was craving soda in the summer, a couple times, they didn't occur to me to eat bananas. I didn't make the connection until later on. I don't know if even it's true, but it makes a lot of sense after the fact. I was probably dehydrated, or maybe not really dehydrated, but at least dehydrated enough to have some weird sugar water craving, which is weird for me because I don't really crave sugar water. Anyway. But yeah, I just drink water. I'm usually, 99.99% of the time satisfied with water or banana smoothies. Hey, Vin Moyman, Cult Fam is present here. Sparkling water. I was asking Angie that night, when I was craving some sugar water. I said, do we have anything I know we don't have soda, but do we have sparkling water or something with a little bit more pizzazz than just water? And no, that's why we went to Plant Powered Fast Food and got me some blueberry soda that night. Let's see, did Fu Man Poo mention a male body part here on the channel, or Streamlabs will delete it? It probably will delete it. Yeah, I didn't see what he said, but if you're watching, Fu, yeah, if you got some hassle from our Streamlabs bot, sorry, but yeah, I guess it's programmed to do that. I was craving gas? Is that what sugar water does? Does it create gas? Hey, Dinah, bananas, plant-based eating. Good evening to you. I was just craving, Chris, I don't know. I was just craving something. When she said the blueberry soda option, I go, yes, let's go get it. That sounds perfect. That sounds amazing. But if we had at our house stored away somewhere some sparkling soda water, I would have taken that as well. But, I guess that would have been a halfway to what I wanted to really have. But this is a long time ago. I hope no one makes a big video. Oh my God, Ryan was craving soda one night last summer. Or a couple nights. Once at Disneyland and then once at home. But that's it, that's all I crave. I don't crave meat or dairy or anything like that. Never. But yeah, once in a while I've learned, if I'm dehydrated, sparkling blueberry water sounds pretty good. I would have taken that as well. I don't crave it right now, but maybe towards the end of the live stream tonight, when I'm more worn down a little bit, I will, maybe, who knows, I'll let you know if I'm craving any weird sodas or anything like that. Yeah, I bet AJ's going to be here pretty soon, huh? Hopefully AJ's here. And I'm glad you missed the block party tonight, Sarah. I'm not glad you missed it and like missed out on a social event, but I'm glad you're here is what I'm saying, Sarah. I mean, if you weren't here, I would be happy for you that you went out and had some fun, block party, you know, that's cool. You know, I'm saying I'm just glad, I'm happy for myself in a selfish way that you're here with us tonight. Does soda contribute to my bubbly personality, John? I don't think so, because I don't drink soda that often. I mean, literally, I'm sure you can count all the times I've drank soda this year on like one hand. And we're in December right now, guys. So that's less than like once every other month. And you can count them all in one hand. You know, so I can think of 3 occasions, to be honest. No, 4. I can think of 4 occasions. Twice at plant-powered fast food. I remember we got it that night. And then remember one other time we got it too. So twice there and twice at Disneyland. So that's 4 times. I don't think I had soda at any other times this year. She'll call me out in a video of her. Yeah, look at Ryan. He had soda 4 times last year. Oh my God, you know. Well, if so, what's wrong? What's wrong with the vegan drinking soda? I mean, yeah, where does it say in the definition of veganism? I mean, I know you're joking. I know you're totally joking. But where does it say in the definition of veganism that we can't drink soda? Let's take a look, just for the heck of it. Nope, doesn't say anything about not drinking soda. What do vegans eat? Does it say you can't have soda? No, it didn't say that. It didn't say that you have to avoid soda or anything like that. So vegans can drink soda. Just check the ingredients just in case there's not any honey or something stupid in there. Yeah, Jim, when I'm thirsty too, I just want water. When I'm at the gym, I'm not craving soda. I just want my freaking water and nothing else. But this is like sitting around home in the warm summer months, like heat waves wearing on you. I go, man, why am I craving some like sugar water tonight? Produce not pills. Headline: Ryan Lum, soda addict. He had soda 4 times, you know. Oh, Sarah, the block party was a progressive dinner party. I just can't. Okay, cool. Well, you're here with us tonight. Awesome. I'm glad. My selfishness wins out here. Sarah's not at the progressive dinner party or block party or whatever it was. Produce of pills. Aren't some sodas not vegan? Yeah, I think so. If they put honey in it, you know. I mean, you know, most major ones don't, but I'm sure if you look at some boutique fancy ones, you know, check it out just to be safe. You know, they're not trying to do something cool. Hey, it's naturally sweetened with honey rather than sugar, so our soda is all natural and better. That's my marketing man speak there. My shady marketing man speak. Is that kind of like an old East Coast accent or something like that? Like that Witch of Wall Street guy, Ryan and the Oxalates, you know. Anyway, I do all sorts of weird accents. What about cold beer? I don't drink beer all that often. I've had margaritas quite often this year, especially on Taco Tuesdays. But you know, on Thanksgiving, I had pizza and a margarita. Not your traditional Thanksgiving dinner, you know. So I don't drink beer that often. I'd rather just have like some nice fruity drink that just goes down so deliciously. Let's see. Yeah, there's issues with sugar. Depends how micro wants to go and making sure there's no cruelty. Yeah, there's some issues with certain kinds of sugar, I think, right off the top of my head. I'm not sure what those ones are. If any of you guys want to share it down there, let me know. Coke has gelatin. I'm not sure being Moyman, but I'm sure that's something you can Google. And I believe the formula for Coke kind of changes from country to country. So what's true for you might not be true for others. But I just Google it. Look on their website. If they had such an ingredient, it should be listed. Hypnotic Tango. Has anyone felt they smell less bad as a vegan? I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't compare. In fact, that's too long ago. I can't remember what I smelled like, you know, over 12 years ago. Fu Man, you dig alcohol in moderation. I'm kind of with you there, Fu Man. Before, like in our early years of YouTube, I was too blinded by this whole like Dern Rider freely, don't ever do anything other than carbs, or don't drink booze. And, I did that for a while. I probably didn't have any alcohol for maybe 4 or 5 years or something like that. And I'd have it once in a while, a little bit of moderation. I'll have a margarita and I'll share it. I won't drink a whole margarita on my own. Rarely. I did on Thanksgiving. We splurged that night. She had a drink, I had a drink. She had, I think, a mojito, and I had a margarita. But anyway, yeah, we split a margarita like 9 out of 10 times. 2 grown adults, particularly one giant adult, me, 195 pounds. We split a margarita. Yeah, with you, Pooh. Yeah, alcohol in moderation. No sense pooping yourself and waking up in a gutter. I agree, 100% agree. Yeah, we've all done something sort of like that, right? Most of us have. And if you haven't, consider yourselves fortunate. Don't wake up in a gutter with poop on you. It could be your poop or someone else's poop. You don't know. You won't know because you were too drunk. Anyway, yeah, we're talking about some weird stuff again. Soda and alcohol addict. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Daniel. Hey, you just bought something too, Daniel, using our code. Let's see if I can see what you got. Let's see. It doesn't tell me what it is exactly. But Daniel, thank you. You're right here. I thought I saw you on earlier tonight, right, Daniel? Using our 35% off code. Let me know if any of you guys want to see it again, because you can get our book for $15. I mean, this thing, we've sold it pretty much always for like $25, and we want to start moving them out in case we ever like move away from here, move to Hawaii or something. We don't have a few boxes, I have like 4 boxes of this still. So we're $15. I just pasted it down there. Use the code HAPPY35 and get you can get the ebook for like $7.50. You can get Keep It Car Baby ebook. We have some more black and tie-dye t-shirts and the muscle tees. We have limited quantities of the shirts. We have a lot of books. We have a ton of books. But anyway, use our code down there. Help us so we can move away in the future and give the gift of healthy, clean, vegan eating with a $15 full color book of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. If you lost your own copy, now's the time to replenish. If you want to give some out to your friends for Christmas, I'll mail them out next week. You'll get them in time for Christmas because I pack these orders here. I fulfill the orders. I'm like an Amazon distribution center of one here. Anyway, yeah, I just walked to the post office today. After I got back from the gym playing crazy basketball stuff, had my smoothie, and then packed the orders and walked them to our local post office. Oh, hey, thanks, Califrax. Hey, Ryan, you have the best merch of any vegan channel. Yes, thank you. We pressed our own books, and these t-shirts, the ones that we're selling on the store link I just gave you there, those are ones we pressed up too. Peter, hey, if you ever moved to Hawaii, Christina lives there apparently. Well, it's a pretty big place. There's like 5 islands or 4 or 5 islands that people live on. So odds of us being near each other are pretty slim. But if I bump into her, cool. But it wouldn't be anytime soon. It's just like a long-term plan. I'm just realizing I got to start becoming more minimal so I have fewer things to take, with us when we ever finally go, off there, if it ever really even happens. But I think it will. I hold at least a better than 50% chance it'll happen sometime. Hey, Uncle, well, we have a Christmas tree this year. Oh, wait, you have cats. Yeah, Bodhi and Jojo love it when we pull out our vintage, I think it's a 1960s plastic Christmas tree. They love it. So I don't know. I hooked up some Christmas lights that were in the studio here. I put them out in the living room, and it kind of looks Christmas to me, just from like a little string of Christmas lights. I don't know if we'll bother getting the tree out, but if we do, the cats love it. I feel like I have children because our cats are very human-centric. They really are close to us. They're like babies. They love it when we do holiday things. They love it when we put the Christmas tree together. They all smell it. They get excited. They start playing. I feel like a dad. I don't really feel like I'm missing it out too much on like, oh, I never had kids. No, Bodhi and Jojo, they're special. They're really special cats. They really provide the full baby child experience to me. I really feel like a dad. Hey, AJ, we were talking about you. Awesome. Daniel, hey, we're talking good about you, AJ. By the way, we're saying I bet AJ's going to get here pretty soon. Daniel, okay, that was you that bought the book. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you picked it up on our special discount. You can get this for $15. So if you've been holding off, now's the time. The 15% off using our code Once again, I'll paste it one more time in the chat here. It's happy 35 for 35% off. So you can get this book instead of paying 25, 15 bucks. If we have some of these shirts left over and the tie-dyes, 25 bucks. So check it out. Yeah, right down there, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and the code is happy35 to get 35% off, which makes a $25 item $15 if you're not a math whiz. Buy both cookbooks. You could, but you have, if you want to get the Keep It Carb Baby, there's no more print book. There hasn't been one for years. You would be forced to get the ebook for $7.50. It's usually $10, $7.50. No, it's cheaper than that because it's $6.50. Yeah, that's only 25% off. See, I'm not a math wizard either. Ace Jackson, any vegans I want to fight? How come you come and troll us every week, Ace? You just troll and bail. You don't troll and chill. You like troll and bail. I never, any other vegans I want to fight? That's called a loaded question. Where have I ever said there's a vegan I wish to engage in combat? Have I ever said that, guys? Let me know if you ever remember me saying, yes, here is this vegan person, I assume a man, and I would love to get into some kind of combat situation with him. Let me know. Anti-vegans? Oh, you're saying I want to fight anti-vegans? Does anyone ever remember me saying, hey, here's an anti-vegan and I wish to engage in some form of combat against this anti-vegan? Let me know. Trapped in the Meat Chicks, Ryan beats you up every weekend. Yeah, I prefer not to fight. You know, I'm physical and competitive. That's what basketball is, you know, so it's not like I'm like too frail and wimpy and not alpha and tough enough. No, I mean, just today on the court, I was, being very physical and dominant. So, it's not that. I get it all out in the basketball court. I don't feel like, oh, let's go fight. You know, it's like I'm 55, you know, it's like ridiculous to fight at my age, unless you're a trained fighter and you engage in planned fighting rather than like fighting a guy in the parking lot or something like that. Yeah, if I'm gonna fight on the basketball court. That's where we settle things. If I could, would I force the whole world to go vegan? Lollycat, explain to me how that could be done. Tell me how that would work out. How could anyone force the world to go vegan? If it sounds reasonable, I might say, all right, cool, yes, I guess I would go along with that plan, but tell me what kind of idea you have to force the whole world to go vegan, because I cannot conceive of any way, but maybe you're more creative than I am. Let me know if you have something in mind. I can't drive 55. I made Angie bust up the other night. We're trying to come home at night. Some person's driving in front of us. Like, oh, that person's like, she can't drive 25, you know, and she busted up. This person couldn't even drive. I don't know if it's she, could have been a guy. I don't know, like, you know, couldn't drive even 25 in this 40 zone, you know. Tim, there's two volcanoes erupting on the big island of Hawaii right now. Mauna Loa and Kilauea. Mauna Loa started first, and a few days after, Kilauea. I heard this is pretty rare. It's kind of a special thing in Hawaiian culture when this happens, kind of a sacred thing. Nothing to be feared of typically. But anyway, yeah, they're both erupting, but yeah, they don't seem to pose any danger. In fact, we're thinking about living is not near one of the traditional flow areas anyway, so let's see. Dana, yeah, you remember saying I break up fights. Yeah, if anything, when I see guys getting like close to fighting on the basketball court, I will assert myself in. I'll use my big body, 6'4.5", 6'5" with shoes on, my long arms, just get in there and just try to calm them down. Hey guys, it's LA Fitness. Don't take it too seriously here. Don't get all crazy like this. Just we're having fun. These games don't matter. It's just chill it. Let's see, Peter. Ryan, remember that vegan you banded that wanted to fight me? Did he want to fight me? I don't remember. Did he want to fight me? Well, if he wanted to fight me, fine. That's his only. He's such a baby. This vegan YouTuber I banned. Like, here's the two stages of this guy. Oh, you disagree with me? Well, let's have a debate then. Oh, let's have a debate. How about a martial arts fight? Let's just first it's the debate, then it's the martial arts fight. Like, really, you want to get in a martial arts fight with a 55-year-old vegan? Because he likes a different definition of veganism. If he's listening, I'll play him basketball any day of the week. I'll play with anyone, friend or foe, but especially a foe. If a foe wants to play basketball, anytime. Scandinavian, sorry for the poor paranormal questions, but can you feel other people's vibes? I think I can read a room and read people fairly well. In fact, the human brain is very well trained to read people's vibes and emotions. Vibes not in a woo-woo way, but just trying to tell, ooh, that guy's got like crazy crackety vibes or something like that. The person has like cool chill vibes, you know, stuff like that. AJ Fitness. It's LA Fitness. That's what I tell the people trying to fight. Like, hey, it's just LA Fitness, guys. This is not serious basketball. It's not a league. It's not the pros or anything. It's just freaking LA Fitness. A bunch of guys that suck having fun, you know? Maple Bell, you love Mike the Vegan? I love Mike the Vegan too. I would not challenge Mike the Vegan to a fight. I'll challenge him to basketball to play, but I'll challenge anyone. I love playing basketball. Like I said, friend or foe, but especially foes. But Mike would be a friend. Juan Lopez, do I have a favorite plant-based doctor for my nutrition approach? Yeah, I think someone mentioned I have a plant-based cardiologist I've been talking to. I have some news, guys, but I don't have just like a general practitioner that's vegan or plant-based. And my cardiologist is actually an ethical vegan. She's not vegan because for the health or blah, blah, blah. She's vegan because of the ethics. And she also understands how being into cardiology, that a vegan diet helps decrease your risk factors and all that. Anyway, remember, guys, my calcium score, no, my LDL was high. It's been high for the past year. It was like over 100, sometimes over 120. It turns out to be more or less a genetic thing. And she had me do a few tests, one of them being a calcium heart scan, a calcium score thing. You guys know what that is? Where they put you in this expensive looking high-tech machine. See, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what these things are. And it takes an image of your heart to see how much calcium might have been deposited over the years in your coronary arteries leading to the heart. Anyway, zero. I have a zero. Because the thing is, it takes time for if you have high cholesterol, high LDL, you don't like have calcium deposits like right away, like in a year or two. It takes time. So anyway, despite having genetic factors to lead me to have higher LDL. And my LDL was even higher before I went vegan. It was like way higher than it is now. Anyway, despite all the damage I did to myself in my 20s, 30s, and a lot of my 40s, and how my LDL has been higher the past years, zero. I have a calcium artery scan score of 0. So I'll make a video about this. I just haven't had a chance yet. Should I make a video about it? Would that be worthwhile? I mean, probably people would expect a vegan's calcium score to be 0. But anyway, I got the calcium heart scan, 0. That's the best score. Means I pretty much have 0 risk of having any kind of heart disease or heart attack in the next 5 years. But I'm going to go back. She said I should get it done every 5 years, so I'll keep doing it. I checked. Hawaii has places where I can get a calcium heart scan in case I'm in Hawaii in 5 years. Anyway, why am I not friends with VG anymore, Lol the Cat? Because he came on and just started cussing me out and calling me bad names. That's why. Because I didn't say anything bad. I said I disagree with it on a few things, and you can't do that with VG. If you disagree with him on something, he huffs and puffs. Well, let's have a debate. Let's have a fight or something like that. Like that settles it or something like that. Like anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's the long story short, Lol the Cat. Please make a video. Yeah, I probably will. I got mine. Yeah, and I should make a video. I've been sharing this stuff with you guys. Yeah, you should get one. If you're, especially anyone over the age of 40, especially if you have anyone in your family that's had a heart attack, or you have a history of like heart disease in the family, or a history of high cholesterol, LDL in the family, it's probably not a bad thing. So talk to your doctor. Word to the wise though, pretty much no insurances cover this. I don't know why. It's such a great tool to see your actual risk of heart disease, like, in the next 5 years. But anyway, be prepared to pay for it. I had to pay $195, which I thought was a fair fee. Seeing this machine, I think it's an MRI machine or something like that. It looks like it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Anyway, yeah, it seems like a fair price. If you pay $200 every 5 years to see where you're at. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, Chris. Yeah, calcium score 0, good. Nutrition Made Simple has just done a great video on calcium heart scan. I'll try to remember that. Nutrition Made Simple, awesome. Sarah, LDL down. Yeah, you told us. Yeah, congrats on your LDL down to 107 from 134. You're happy. Yeah, as long as your doctor's cool with it. And yeah, you might consider a calcium heart scan because you seem to have some of the risk factors that I do, like higher LDL just from genetics. It might be just something to just, if you have any concerns or worries, because I thought you're around my age too, like I said, it takes time for these calcium deposits to cause damage, and you could see them in the scan. So it's cool if you get a scan and there's nothing there, you get a low score or a 0 score, you can just say, cool, I'm cool, despite all my genetic issues, you're cool, nothing bad's gonna happen. But I'll make a video. I'll give you guys better information than I'm doing right now because, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health professional. I'm just sharing my experience. Wow, Kaiser covers the calcium scan 100%. Yours is 0 as well. Well, congratulations on both those counts. So you didn't have to pay a penny. As I said, most insurances. So cool. Yeah, I wish mine did, but most people's don't. See, your total cholesterol dropped 30 points last year, Uncle. Awesome. How about your LDL? That's the most important one. Like total cholesterol, yeah, it's cool, but the most important marker or markers for heart attack risk are LDL cholesterol and also something called ApoB. And it's a really complicated thing how they're all related. Most times, most people don't get ApoB tests, but they're becoming more and more popular, more common as more science comes out, more doctors are aware of the connection between the two. So, how'd your LDL turn out? Hopefully that went down too with the whole cholesterol going down, because usually that's how it works out from what I understand as a non-health professional. Let's see. Craving babies, imagine being healthy and then getting eaten by a gator. Well, yeah, I guess that's always a risk if you live in certain parts of Florida. I didn't know you were in a high-risk gator area there, craving babies. Oh, wow. Fiji, too much soy rage? I don't think there's such a thing as soy rage. I think he just has issues, and I'm sure he's first to admit that, VG. I'm not like speaking badly of him. I think I'm speaking something that's widely known. He has certain psychological issues, and he's just, one of them is rage, we all have our things that we're not like totally like perfect at psychologically. Okay, you live by a gator infested lake. Oh, wow. Wow, Sarah. I mean, I'm Craving babies. I can't even imagine what that's like. Wow. Well, you definitely be careful then. Protect you and your family. Let's see. Hey, G-Light. Good to see you, G-Light. Welcome. Good evening. Oh, did Mike the Vegan do a video on Liver King? I just saw Joey Carbstrong's earlier today. I'll check out Mike's too. Yeah, no surprise. Liver King was on like every steroid known to man. It seemed, like look at that body. It looks like a comic book body, I mean, no surprise there. But yeah, it tricked a lot of people thinking, yeah, if you eat a bunch of liver and organs and a bunch of meat, you're going to have muscles like this. You're like, no, it doesn't work like that. You got to take a bunch of crazy drugs too to get muscles like that. Lol Cat, you don't have to ask vegan or VG about the killing all the carnivores thing. I talked to the people he got the idea from. I had a private conversation. I assume it was private. They could have recorded for all I know. I told them not to, but yeah, I had a private conversation with Isaac, aka Ask Yourself, and Dr. Avi about this whole thing. So I understand it quite well. I understand where they're coming from. I don't believe I'm misrepresenting them, but anyway, yeah, it's their theory. Yeah, AJ, I saw some of that in Joey's video about, Liver King's gruesome taxidermy. What does that have to do with anything? What's that have to do with eating liver and organ? It just shows what a twisted, demented, sick MF that guy is, Like, he looks gross, he does gross things, he's just a gross person. In my opinion. If you love him, if you think he's beautiful and lovely, hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But that's so sick and twisted with this animal taxidermy thing. Daniel, yeah, can you have the book signed? Did you ask for it signed when you when you order it, there's a little box like in the form that pops up, like a note you could ask for it signed. If not, I'll remember. Daniel from the live stream will sign it for you, Daniel. But yeah, let me know if it's in there. I don't have to remember, and it's great if I don't have to remember. As they say, the faintest ink is better than the strongest memory. I think that's an old Chinese saying, I believe. Anyway, let's see. Liver King is also a little dude, 5'6". Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 6'4.5". So much harder to build muscle. Totally anecdotal. Haha. I know. Yeah, I've noticed. I know this is a known fact. Genetics. You usually, generally, this is not 100% true, but it's true more often than not. At least 51% of the time. That shorter bodies have an easier time putting on muscle as opposed to a long, lean body. As I have a long body, and not only am I tall, I have long limbs too. Like I could be a pro basketball player with my limb length, it's harder to put muscle on. Is it impossible? No, it's just more tough. The reason why you don't see too many like dudes that look like Liver King that are like over 6'4". Scandinavian. I used to skateboard. I don't anymore. I chose no, I'm not going to skateboard anymore. I'm just a little too old. I don't want to fall down, and I'll fall down on a hardwood floor on a basketball court rather than on the street. No, that's not who we're talking about, Graven. Good. No, you don't need to know who this person is. It's a complete meat-eating loser who says he got so jacked, ridiculously jacked. You gotta see him. He looks like a cartoon character, but he says he got jacked from eating like organs and gross animal bits like that. Anyway, let's see. He forces his kids to eat organs as well. I'm not surprised at all. No, my arm span's bigger than that, Uncle. That's what I'm saying. I could be like my proportions, not me. I'm way too old and all that to be like a pro basketball player. I'm not asserting that in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying my body. If you could transport my body into like a 19-year-old or something like that. Yeah, my wingspan's longer. I forgot what it is, but I'm like 6'4.5". My wingspan, I have to measure it again. It's longer. I don't remember if it's 6'7" or 6'9" or 6'10", but it's a bit longer. Because generally speaking, your height and your wingspan are pretty much the same. That's like the perfect proportion. You see like Leonardo da Vinci when he drew the man and all that stuff. My arms are longer. Yeah, that guy is messed up, Jonesuk. He's messed up mentally, taking all those roids. I tell you, like, there's a whole laundry list of roids and lying to all these people. Yeah, I got all jacked like this from liver, eating liver every day. Yeah, greed is a powerful drug. Your little legs can walk fast around the gator lake. Good for you, Graven babies. Yeah, keep your eyes open for the gators at all times. Let's see. Yeah, there are muscular, tall people. Yeah, right. For sure, John. Yeah, often they're like pro something, like a pro wrestler. Isn't The Rock really tall? I thought he was, and he's jacked. I say it's not impossible. It's just not as common as you see, like at the gym. The most jacked dudes I see there are like Liver King high, like 5'6", stuff like that. Yeah. Wow, he said, Law the Cat, you're saying Liver King said he would abandon his children if they did even once eat something more than organs? Are you serious? Is that true? Did he really say that? Because that's pretty effed up. The Rock is tall. I thought The Rock is tall. I'm saying, yeah, there are examples of tall, super buff people. It's not like it's impossible, but genetically, it's more rare. Not to say impossible, just more rare. But I've been putting on muscle, I'm never going to look like The Rock or anything like that. I don't think I have those genetics. Like, he's Polynesian or Samoan, right? I know they're genetically more prone to have more bulk, upper body mass than other groups. Wow, I don't even know what kind of board that is, Sarah. That sounds cool. I should bring in my skateboard here one day. The Rock is 6'5". Yeah, roughly my height. I thought he was roughly my height. Yeah. I mean, I could say I'm 6'5". I just know with my shoes off, 6'4.5". When I put my basketball shoes on, I'm over 6'5". So I don't know what to say. I just give you guys my barefoot height. Oh, handsome grandson of Hank Williams. He's a skater? Let me know if I'm understanding this right, Sarah. The grandson of Hank Williams is a skater, and you got his board and he signed it? What happened? Let me see. I lost what you said there. A Hank 3 board at a show in the 90s. Man, everyone's beating me on all these videos. Ed did another. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson said some more nonsense. Man, I've just been so freaking busy lately. I haven't had time to do any response videos. Hopefully I'll have time this weekend, next week. So we'll see how it all goes down. Okay, you don't know if he's a skater. It was merch. I get it now. That's an interesting merch idea, especially if you are not a skater, to have a board for merch. Interesting. What's that, Sujay? Would I take a pill if what? It provided all nutritional requirements instead of eating tons of plant-based food along with a few supplements? Why would I want to not eat? And what would happen to your hunger? I can't imagine the pill that provides all the supplements make hunger go away. It sounds like your stomach would be still craving food. But why would I want to not eat food for? You got to give me a compelling reason why I would not want to eat tons of plant-based food. I don't know about tons. I just eat what my body requires. As you see, I'm not overweight or obese or anything like that. 6'4.5", 195 pounds, pretty great body weight, like 24 BMI. Anyway, Tony Hawk. Yeah, I've stood next to him before. He's not quite as tall as me, but he looks a lot leaner than I do. Genetics. Fian Moyman would love to hear Ryan's take on Ed's video about Neil deGrasse Tyson's spine. I just got to, okay, you want to hear my take on it too? Okay, I'll still do it because, I have a thing with Neil. I've made several videos about Neil deGrasse Tyson in the past. So I'll take a look at what Neil did this time. Almo, what do I think of water fasting for weight loss? No. I mean, no, it's just like there's other and safer ways to lose weight. Yeah, if you don't eat food, you'll lose weight, but will your metabolism adjust to the new norm while you're not eating any food? Is it sustainable? And from what I've seen, data wise, that weight loss from these quick gimmicky kind of things like ketogenic states, it typically comes back over a year or two. I mean, I weigh less now than I did in the past. I didn't do any starvation or anything like that. Just by eating a balanced, sensible vegan diet, getting regular exercise, I've lost weight. I've never had to fast. I've never fasted. Never did a water fast, juice fast, nothing like that. Just eating plants and exercising. But yeah, veganism is not a weight loss diet. Just putting that out there. It has nothing to do with losing weight. It's an ethical stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It just so happens that if you do it in certain ways, you can lose weight, but veganism is not a weight loss diet. If you're interested in losing weight, you might want to talk to a weight loss expert. Bob, it was interesting hearing a genius and expert like Tyson explain the issues with veganism. Yes, I guess I got to see it. What was it on Joe Rogan? Neil. Was Neil deGrasse Tyson on Joe Rogan? I got to know where to get the clips from. So let me see where this genius and expert, he has no genius or expertise in veganism, in nutrition, or anything like that. He's a freaking astrophysicist, a cosmologist. He's smart at those things, a science educator. But when it comes to veganism, he's stupid. He's completely stupid when it comes to that. He knows nothing about animal rights. He knows nothing about veganism. He should stick to what he knows about. Because as I've shown, when he goes and talks about veganism, he's really just sticking his ignorant foot in his mouth. But I want to see where the footage was. Let's see. Death Cult Vegan. Wow, did my channel inspire your name there, Death Cult Vegan? What are you trying to say? Why are you attacking Graven babies for? Or what are you saying? What's your point, Death Cult Vegan? First of all, I don't want, if you are harassing Graven, is he harassing you? If so, we're gonna block you. We don't allow anyone to come on and harass people. So forgive me if I'm misunderstanding what I'm seeing here in the chat. Do you have a question for me, Death Cult Vegan? Let me know, because yeah, you're Graven babies didn't come here to get questioned by a rando with Death Cult Vegan as their name. So if you have a question for us, Death Cult Vegan, let me know. Hey, Follow Daddy. Yeah, I know. I'm aware that Neil wrote something about veganism in his book, because that's what he did. Is when he went on Colbert, Stephen Colbert, he referred to that chapter in his book, but I haven't read it yet. Oh God, Neil deGrasse Tyson, such a disappointment. He is harassing our friend. Yeah, so do you have a question for me? Because you're on thin ice right now. Graven, is he harassing you? You can harass Travis. Travis is cool with being harassed, but Graven Babies didn't come here to get harassed by a rando. So if you have a question for me, ask it quickly. And Graven Babies, was he harassing you? Because let's quickly look at the rules here. 1, be civil. No personal attacks, harassment, anything like that. If you're doing that, you're gone. So let's see. Let me know, Graven Babies, if you were being harassed by this person. Until then, do you have a question for me, Death Cult Vegan? You're good? Okay, we won't block him or her yet. So do you have a question, Death Cult Vegan? For me, not for Sarah or Graven Babies or anyone. Do you have a question for me, Death Cult Vegan? Are you trolling us? Why wouldn't I die for an oyster? Why should I die? What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I die for an oyster? What do you mean? I never had an oyster ask me to kill myself for it. Give me the situation. What do you have in mind? Yeah, Death Cult is a troll. It's totally a troll, just by the name. So thanks for playing with us, Death Cult. We've talked about this many times. So I'm going to ask you politely, Death Cult Vegan. You could be one of our friends here for all I know. So I'm going to ask you politely, Death Cult Vegan, to change back into your normal username, because I have not seen this one before. Come back with your user account that you've used prior to Death Cult Vegan, and come back and enjoy this live stream to its fullest. Okay, Death Cult Vegan? But yeah, no more Death Cult Vegan tonight. All right, you understand? You cool with that? I know this is not your main account because I just coined the term in the past couple months. So you've obviously watched our live streams before, and that's cool. I'm kind of tickled a little bit that you bothered to create a username, but come back with your regular one, and all will be forgiven. Let's see. What about misandry, Ryan? Is that against the rules because you have nice eyes? What, misandry? What are you talking about there, Chris? Is that a user, or did you mistype something, misspell something there? I'm not sure what misandry is. So anyway, hey Lynn, how's it going? How's Farmed and Dangerous going? How are you guys doing? Let's see. CA Driver? Am I getting harassed here by CA Driver? Let me see this here. This guy looks so old for being in his early 40s. Okay, am I getting trolled again? Early 40s. So you think I look old for my early 40s? That's great, because I'm way past my early 40s. That's funny. I look so old. How old do you think I am? You think I'm 40? Like 43 or something? Which is weird, because that's around the age I was when I went vegan about a dozen years ago. So nice try there. Your math is off by like a decade and a half. What do I do for a living, Jim? I've talked about this many times. I have multiple streams of income that I've been collecting income in various ways for decades. As my tax accountant, my income tax accountant knows all too well. Some of it comes from music, in many ways of music sales, music licensing, distribution, stuff like that. Some of it comes from happy, healthy, vegan related stuff, YouTube ads and selling merch. Let's see, what else? We used to make money. I used to make money as a web developer, a search engine optimization developer for myself. And I was employed by other companies too when I was a web developer, but I spent most of the time working for myself, self-employed. Also, I've been helping my mom out with her finances lately. She's old and not as sharp as she used to be, so I've been working for her a little bit too. Let's see. So anyway, hey, Allison, what's up? Woke up from a nap. Awesome. Okay, we're just kidding, CA driver. Okay, then why'd you say that for? I don't know if you're trolling or not, because someone was trolling us right then too. I can't inspect every comment with all the scrutiny that I need to, with all that's going on. I didn't hear about that, Grateful Steve. They Animal Liberation ALF freed over 800 minks from a mink farm. How'd they do that? What did they do? Let me know. I didn't hear that story. That's awesome. Was it Animal Liberation Front? Is that right? Yeah, GML. Yeah, I don't have a regular job. A lot of it is considered like what's known as passive income, which is like the opposite of going to like a 9-to-5 kind of job every day. When I first started, when I first started receiving income from being a recording artist, a musician on a label, I go, this is cool. I like this kind of passive income thing. So I've been ever since then always been trying to be keen to find, different sources of passive income. Breadfruit. I believe we have eaten breadfruit before, califrax, but I don't recall what it was like, if I liked it or anything. But we tried lots of crazy fruits back in our kind of fruit-loving years, our fruitarianist kind of years. Hey, Devin Banks, what's up? Alpha will always be that little fuzzy alien guy from the 80s. Hippo is your favorite animal? I don't think I have a favorite animal. I love all animals. Even the carnivorous animals. I love all animals. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? Yeah, besides our one weird little trolling incident there, it's been pretty chill tonight, pretty relatively troll-free. Let's see. Oh, they just opened the gates. Hopefully they're not in like any legal jeopardy or anything like that. Like going to jail or anything, because that sounds like that could be a crime. But cool. Good for them and good for the minks. Awesome. Bob Hill, what was the hardest animal product to give up? I don't know. Maybe cheese? It's been a long time. I really can't remember too much, but I remember, Angie and I were pretty much vegetarian for a long time, which meant we had some cheese and eggs before going fully vegan. So I would say probably eggs or cheese or something. Oh, Avi. Hey, thank you, Abishi. Awesome. You're our first super chat tip of the night, I think.
Just showing my appreciation again, smiley face.
Thank you, Avi. Thanks for the appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation of us. So thank you so much. And maybe we will turn that into a dinner tonight or tomorrow or something. Much appreciated. Ammo, tips for staying vegan? I think if that from your wording there, it sounds like you're kind of new to vegan. It's kind of difficult for you. You need some meals that are go-to, meals that are easy to make, and you came to the right time because we are selling our Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. In fact, we're selling everything on our website. Let me paste the link here for you to shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. This is usually $25. Our t-shirts usually $25, but you are interested in staying vegan. You need meals. You need go-to easy meals. These aren't like fancy meals to impress your friends with or anything. It's like stuff that we eat every day. This is like our food diary. You can get it for $15, which means that's 35% off. Use our code there. What is it? Happy35. Get 35% off. And if you don't want a full-on book, you can get the ebook as well. That's on sale. Everything on that website I just linked to is on sale right now. We have some of our music too, but that's not going to help you unless you want to listen to some groovy chill beats and stuff. But yeah, everything here. We have some limited sizes of our shirts. We're trying to clear these out of our stock here. But yeah, the book here, the ebook, 35. We've never done this before. We've never sold the book for like $15. We're almost losing money. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. We're almost losing money on that. So yeah, check it out if you're interested in how to stay vegan. That's the most difficult thing that people have problems with, is like the social aspect and just having regular go-to meals that you can have every day. So we can help you with the latter. And as far as the social thing, hey, come here every Friday. We do this Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we talk about any and all things vegan. Yeah, if you want to get yourself our book, though, follow the link down there to shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Use code HAPPY35 and get our book for $15. We've never done this ever before in the history of Happy Healthy Vegan. $15 instead of $25. Yeah, that can work too, Peter. Yeah. That doesn't work for everyone, but that's a suggestion too. Seeing like just gross animal cruelty footage, but that can really mess with your head after a while. Bob, I have no idea. I don't think China has any inclination to do anything like that. There's so much not vegan stuff in Chinese food. Crosser. Well, yeah, if you're going to Mexican restaurants, awesome. You know, I go to Mexican restaurants all the time. In fact, one of my favorite places to get vegan burritos is a Mexican restaurant. It's not a fully vegan restaurant, but they have a vegan menu and they make great burritos there. So yeah, whatever you can do. If you don't like vegan restaurants, your parents don't like it, go to a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, that sounds like a great option for you. Let's see. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, be grateful we don't live under the communist Chinese regime. Yeah, for sure. That would suck. That would really, really suck. $5, Jim? You want a recipe book for $5? You're kidding. We can't print this for $5. We can't even print this for $10. You know, that's why we got to sell for at least 15. So we're just barely making anything from that. Seriously, I mean, if anyone has our book, knows it's a huge, substantial piece of book. There's a lot of color. It's all color. C Shines, my thoughts on videos talking about the health deterioration of vegans. I'll answer your question for you, C Shines. Let me know what you think about those videos. Let me know. I'll look for your response and I'll answer your question. So let me know, C Shines, what do you think about videos talking about health deterioration of vegans? Do you believe these videos? Do you think they're true? When you see some image of me, I'll be, hey guys, so I'm vegan, blah, blah, and then she'll pause it when I say, hey, and then make a video like, oh, he has lines on his forehead, his eyebrows all across, and he's going bald. You know, like let me know what you think of these videos where they pause it on a frame, and she'll find a picture of me from 8 years ago. Look, he's a lot older now. Like, yeah, I have aged 8 years over the last 8 years. I'm not getting younger. Veganism is not like a reverse time diet or something like that, a eternal youth diet or something like that. So let me know what you think. Some recipes in the book, CA Driver. I'll give you the first one right here. I'll show you what we might have tonight if we don't get burritos or something. It's called Tuscan Kale Pilaf. Right here is a nice big picture of it. Here's the recipe. But yeah, it's basically, we put this on in the pressure cooker. You don't have to have a pressure cooker, but this is, we can make this really quickly in the pressure cooker. We use any kind of rice. We use brown rice. We like to use a wild rice mix. But yeah, take your pick. Wild rice. You put kale in it. You put some of these red things. That's sun-dried tomatoes, some spices. Put in there for like 21 minutes. Then add some beans. You're done. It's a big, giant fill-in meal. You got tons of protein from the beans, tons of healthy whole food carbs from the wild rice or brown rice. It's a great meal. We have it literally every week, sometimes twice a week. Krasu, whenever I attend a family event that has non-vegan baked good or cheese, I have an extremely hard time resisting, especially if there's no vegan options. What advice do I have? What do you guys have? Because we just bring our own food, or or we'll attend like later on. We'll let them eat all their horrible foods, and we'll come by at the end. Maybe we'll bring some dessert for us or something like that. So just make sure you're not dependent on other people who are not vegan to provide you food if you're going to be starving. You know what I'm saying? Bring food or go out for a second or something like that. Go get something. But if you truly are against animal cruelty and exploitation, that wouldn't even be an option. If I were somewhere like a family gathering and all they had was meat, I'm going, oh guys, I'm going to go get some fast food at Del Taco Bell or something like that. You know, I'm not going to eat that stuff. It's a non-option. It's just it's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, veganism can attract people with eating disorders. Hey, so can ketogenic diets can attract people who are into like starving themselves or fasting. People who are into fasting. You don't have to be vegan to be into fasting. You know, that attracts people with eating disorders. Carnivore diets seem to attract people with eating disorders. So that people that are eating disorders can go any number of places. I don't think there's anything special about veganism. Again, veganism is an ethical stance against animal cruelty. I would think proportionally it would attract fewer eating disordered people than, say, these other these trendy, fatty diets that I just mentioned there, because veganism is not a diet. Okay, we have someone from last week. Okay, what do you guys think here what Baby Love is saying? Happy, healthy vegan. I feel you didn't understand me last time. My point was that robots move. Okay, robots move. Some robots do. Some robots don't move. But anyways, some robots move, and they are not sentient. So just because animals do doesn't mean they're sentient. Let me try to scratch my head there, Baby Love. And let's put your idea up on the wall here so we can all ponder it together. I think I see what you're trying to say. It's starting to sink in here because it's kind of a weird point. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just kind of a weird point. But let's put it up on the wall for all to see here. So now we've all seen the rules. Let me hide the rules. And let's put your point up here. And let's see if we can make sense of it together, guys. It's kind of a head scratcher. So what do you think? Sarah, you're not a robot expert. So your point was that robots move. Okay, robots move. Let's just be cool with that. Robots move. Alexa doesn't move. Siri doesn't move. But let's ignore the robots that don't move. And we allow that there are robots who move. Okay, robots move. And they aren't sentient. Yeah, we agree. Robots have the property of movement and the property of not being sentient. Okay, they move and they're not sentient. So just because animals move doesn't mean they're sentient. Who said that animals are the way to determine that animals are or not sentient is based solely off if they can move. Where did you get that from? Where does movement or lack thereof determine sentience? I want to know where you got this idea from, because I've never heard this from any scientist before, that the way to determine if something is sentient is whether it moves or not. Because humans move, animals move, robots move. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything. Explain it to us, because it's a little confusing. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, how are you doing? You came at a great time here. We're trying to learn about if animals are sentient or not, because robots move and animals move. But hey, good to see you. Thanks for the first YouTube super chat tip of the evening. We had Avi Shi give us our first Streamlabs super chat tip 10 minutes ago, but thank you Han Solo's cousin for our first YouTube super chat tip of the evening. So oh yeah, I almost have enough money to go back to LA. Wow, well, keep us informed. Do you have anything, like, besides wanting to hang out? If I'm sure we'll be able to find a way to meet you if you come out this way. Do you have anything that you're gonna do that's even better than meeting us, like a Disneyland trip or another blog con or something like that? Let us know what you got going on. Let's see. Oh, wrong one here. Yo. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you're what, a 14-year-old person, Han Solo's cousin, and you are already more than intelligent enough to state the obvious. Animals are sentient beings who don't want to die. Let me repeat Han Solo's cousin. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Han Solo's cousin. Animals are sentient beings who don't want to die. Then you seem like you know a lot more about this whole topic, this concept, than what we have here on the poop wall, that robots move and they are not sentient. So just because animals move doesn't mean they're sentient. I mean, no, animals move. Yes, they move, and they are sentient, and they don't want to die. Just like humans move, and we don't want to die. Graven Babies lives in Florida, right by a gator pond. She moves quickly sometimes because she's sentient. She sees the gator. She understands if the gator gets too close, the gator could eat her and she will die. Animals understand the same thing. They understand if they're in line at a slaughterhouse and a guy's about to shoot them or slit their throats. They don't want that to happen. I don't see how there's any difference between Graven Babies not wanting to get eaten by a gator and an animal in line in a slaughterhouse about to get its throat slit and not wanting to die. How is it any different? They're both aware biological creatures that understand what's happening and they don't want to die. Hey, thanks AJ. Cult membership dues, thank you. Put the hat out for your weekly cult membership dues here.
Cult membership dues.
Oh, I see Graven Baby's putting out an argument here. The wind is sentient. Oh, poop. So that last hurricane was actually out to get me. The wind is sentient because it moves, right? Is that how it works out? Oh, Han Solo's cousin. Now, if you want to meet up at Disneyland, let us know. I'll tell you, heads up, we have the cheapest pass for Southern California residents, which means typically we can't go on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So Monday through Thursdays, and also during busy times like Christmas, the last 2 weeks of December, we can't go. I think in Easter we can't go. We can't go at all in the summertime, from like June to late August. So just letting you know, coordinate it with us and we'll let you know, but just kind of keep those parameters in mind. We can't go during holidays or weekends, including Fridays. So that'd be cool though. Yeah, it would be cool to meet up at Disneyland. That'd be awesome. We'll take you to all our favorite vegan eating places there. At least robots are vegan, huh, Scandinavian? Well, they are vegan in the sense that they're not harming or exploiting animals, robots, but they're not vegan because you have to be a sentient being to understand what veganism is and agree. Like, yes, I agree, it's wrong to harm animals. I don't think a robot can truthfully or justifiably make that kind of statement. Okay, cool. You got the basic parameters there, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, just keep us in mind, and yeah, we'll if we're free, if we can go that day, and assume I don't have like an appointment, like a doctor's appointment or something like that, or appointment with my mom to do some work for her, we should be able to be flexible enough to do it. Is baby still here? Where's my proof that they're sentient? My proof? Well, let's look at what's necessary for sentience, baby. Let's separate why how mammals are sentient and how, say, like maybe a I don't know, like an amoeba is not sentient. Mammals have brains. They have central nervous systems. Humans have these. Animals have these. So why would they not be sentient, yet they have all the biological hardware that we have? Eyes, which are part of the brain. They have brains, we have brains. They have central nervous systems, we have central nervous systems. They can experience pain. You do disagree? So you're thinking if you just go out and start hitting an animal, they wouldn't have their pain receptors, which they have wired into them just like we do. Their pain receptors sending signals to their brains like ours do. This thing, it's just sitting there screaming, but it's not feeling pain. Like, no, if you hit a human with a stick, it goes and it's feeling pain. If you hit an animal with a stick, it goes it feels pain. How come one is sentient and one is not? You're the one. The burden of proof is on you. How come when one creature goes it's sentient, and when the other creature goes it's not sentient? Please explain that to me. I would love to hear your rationalization for that. Please explain how when you hit an animal with a stick and it seems like it's in pain, it's not really in pain. Please tell me this. Baby not sentient? That's quite possible. No, baby must be sentient if he or she is typing, unless baby is a bot. We're seeing the words, but I don't have any proof that baby is sentient. Baby could be a non-sentient bot. Okay, yeah, their brains aren't as complex, but where's your biological requirement that the brain has to be so complex to feel pain? You don't need to be a neuroscientist to understand if you go up and hit an animal with a stick, what happens? Is it like, yay, it's so cool? No, it goes, it'll attack you maybe, it'll run away, you can tell it's experiencing pain. Who are you to deny that it doesn't experience pain? You're just going to say, that animal is dumber than me. Its brain is not as complex as my brain. Therefore, when I hit it with a stick and it seems to be screaming in pain, it's actually not, because it has a stupid brain. Is that what you're saying? Its brain is too stupid to feel pain, even though all the behavior that is on display after hitting it with a stick shows pain. I mean, is that your argument? You're just going to say because it's stupider than me. I'm going to make sure I got you right there, baby. I just got some notifications here. Let me see what that was. Oh, Jeff, are you watching right now, Jeff? If you're watching, Jeff W., let me know. I got another order for some Happy Healthy Vegan merch. I can't tell if it's the shirt or the book, but let me know, Jeff, if you're out there and if you'd like us to sign your order. I don't think Bebop ran away. I think Bebop's brain is spinning right now because Bebop is sentient. It can process information just like animals can. We're animals. We have brains just like animals. Maybe ours might be a little more complex, but just because ours are more complex than, say, a dog doesn't mean the dog doesn't have sufficient brain power to experience pain and be aware of their existence. I mean, they might not self-reflect like humans do, but they are aware. They know what's going on. They know that they don't want to experience pain, so I want to see what's going on. Oh, Peter just sent a super chat. That's what I missed out there, Peter. Ryan, you definitely need to come to Vegan Campout so we can all hang out with Inch Herbivore. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see myself traveling to England anytime soon. That just sounds like a very big, expensive trip, especially until we still don't have anyone to cat sit our babies. But I would love to meet Inch Herbivore. I'd love to meet you, Peter. Maybe we can just meet up here on the West Coast somehow. Dr. Bear, hey Dr. Bear, to baby, neuroscientists have stated animals are sentient. Neuroscientists, why do you think you know better? Yeah, I want to know, baby, do you have any, tell us. I'm not saying this to be mean or an a-hole or anything like that. I just want to know if neuroscientists are agreeing with what I'm saying, that animals are sentient. What is your background? What is your training, baby? Please let me know. Do you have any training or education in neurochemistry, in neuroscience? Neurophysiology would probably be more appropriate than neurochemistry. So just let me know. Kinesiology, let me know what your education is. Do you have any accredited classes? Do you have any accreditations, like a bachelor's, master's, PhD? I'm just kind of curious. I want to know, just for curiosity's sake, if I want to compare the general scientific consensus of neuroscientists compared to baby, I want to know where baby stands in this continuum of experience and expertise in the field. So let me know. You have a place in your building I come in for $20 tonight. I'll let you know if we ever come up to Victoria. I'll ask you. You'll know if we're coming, Peter. It wouldn't be a surprise or anything like that. So let us know. Yeah, did you hear about Fu Manpu? Yeah, the Neuralink chips from Elon Musk's Neuralink company. They're about to start human trials. Humans are actually going to put his stupid neural implant into their brains. They're going to do some kind of clinical trial on that. Wow. Don't. You're not going to see me signing up for that one. Yep, he's very serious. They're going to start clinical trials on humans. Scandinavian. What the heck did you just say there? Is that something in Swedish? I can speak. I have a couple Swedish. Are you from Sweden, Scandinavia? Are you from Sverige? I know a few phrases in Sweden because I did travel to Sweden in 1989. Spent like a week or two there. So let me know. I can. If so, I'll speak a few phrases I picked up in Sweden. Danish. Okay. I went to Denmark too. I loved Denmark. I only spent time in Copenhagen. But I loved Christiana. I thought that was the most beautiful city within a city I've ever seen. I smoked some hashish there. I had a wonderful time. There's like a little music and skateboarding festival going on there. That was cool. Yeah, I'd love to go back to Denmark. Lovely country. Hey, what's that? Hey, is that you, Jamit? Don't worry about England. Come to Melbourne. I'd love to come to Melbourne, Australia. I wish I could live in Australia. I'd love to live like somewhere around Noosa, but it looks really expensive from what I could tell, or Byron's Bay. That's why I think I'll probably just end up moving to Hawaii in my old age. Yeah, trapped in the matrix. Yeah, is Bebe still here? Let's see. Yeah, there's a difference between reacting to stimuli like plants do and being sentient. There's a huge distinction there. So Bebe says, plants react to things as well. Yeah, they react to things. Like, yeah, when you put sunlight on a plant, it could like bend, it could follow the direction of sun. It knows the difference between nighttime and daytime. When the water is introduced into the soil, they know how to extract nutrients from the soil. It can process things. They're biological living creatures. But plants, just because they can orientate themselves and react to stimuli doesn't mean they're sentient, because they have no brains or central nervous systems. Ask any physiologist. It's physically impossible to have sentience without a brain and or a brain and central nervous system. It just doesn't work that way. Here's the test example, baby. If you were to sacrifice your body to science and say, hey, remove my brain and central nervous system, I want to see if I can be sentient after. You don't have to do that because you would die, for one. But bottom line is, say they could do that, or remove your brain and central nervous system without killing you. If they could miraculously do that, which is impossible, the end result would be non-sentience. You would not be sentient. You cannot have sentience without a brain. Tell me how it's possible to have sentience without a brain. Please explain this to me, because you can't, because it's impossible. Oh, you said Scandinavian. I'm the best vegan in the world. Awesome. I'll take that. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm the cult leader. I'm not wearing the cult leader shirt today. Travis, yeah, I don't see anything good from the average person picking up a Neuralink from Elon Musk. Hey, someone just bought the women's premium V-neck tee. Awesome. Who bought the V-neck tee? If you're here, let us know, and I'll give you a shout out. Let's see. What's that there, Peter? Even though it was kind of annoying because they ate animal products, but the second season of Down to Earth was Zac Efron. Was shot in Australia, and it looks like a very beautiful place. Okay, thanks for pointing that out. Maybe I'll check some of it out, because, yeah, I want to see more Australia, but I'll fast forward through their animal product bit. Baby. You didn't answer my question, baby. Tell me what your training or experience is in neurophysiology. Be specific. Have you had any credited courses? Do you have a degree? I'm just curious. I'm not going to say that your opinion is worthless without them. I just want to have a baseline to see what your understanding is, because neuroscientists are in complete consensus that animals are sentient. So I want to see what your level of training is in this field, so I can weight your opinion appropriately. Again, I'm not using appeal to authority fallacy. Just share with us what your training is, and if you have none, just say you have no training. I just want to know where we stand with you, baby. That's funny. Uncle, could Elon Musk go on auto drive or autopilot if he had a chip? Maybe that's his dream, so he could sit there in the Tesla and be the autopilot at the same time, Oh, Gemma, you're going to be in Denmark for Christmas? Awesome. Let's see, Dr. Bear is telling me that Bob Hill's been making interesting claims that it's just an opinion that we should avoid inflicting needless pain and death. Well, I think I saw him say it's not a scientific fact, and I have to agree with that. I mean, I don't know if it's just an opinion, but it's not a scientific conclusion or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a hypothesis, and you conduct an experiment. The conclusion says, don't inflict pain on animals because it's immoral. Because I don't know how you can test morality using the scientific method. So if that's his argument, oh, the Lakers game is over. Don't tell me, Bill. I was watching before the live stream, and the Lakers were doing surprisingly well. Anthony Davis had 23 points in the second quarter still, so don't tell me how the game went. I'm going to check it out after, because the way I've seen it, it looks like they had a pretty damn good chance of winning. So, okay, baby, thanks for being honest that you don't have any training in neuroscience. So you might want to bring this up with a neuroscientist, because you are speaking an opinion that's not held by the scientific community, especially by the specialists in the field of neuroscience. I don't know what's going to convince you. Your arguments, go tell a neuroscientist and tell me what they say. That you believe that animals don't have sentience because compared to our complicated brains, their brains are less complicated and therefore incapable of sentience. And that's your argument. I'm not sure what I can tell you to change your mind. I think you underestimate the sophistication of the brain of a dog or a cat or a chimpanzee or a lion or what have you. You guys are talking about the game? Don't tell me, Jim. So the Lakers won. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Evelyn M bought the shirt. Thanks, Evelyn. I must have lost you in the whole thing here, the discussion. So thanks, Evelyn. If you're still watching, thanks for buying one of our teas there. Appreciate it. G-Light, you want to ask your question? You ask it to me or Bill or whoever. Just ask your question. What do I even think sentience is? I don't know. Let's go look. It basically means some kind of self-awareness, but let's look up the definition of sentience. Why ask my opinion? I'm just a freaking music and video producer. I'm not a neuroscientist. Definition sentience. Let's see what we got here. Able to perceive or feel things. That sounds pretty good. Self-awareness, ability to perceive. Like an animal can look out into the world and see, there's a combine harvester heading my way. I'm going to run away because I'm not stupid. Or an animal sees me walking at it. Like a rabbit will see me and Angie walking, and they'll keep an eye on me, but when we get too close, they run away. They can perceive or feel things. That's a basic idea of what sentience is. Let's see. Here's another one for Merriam-Webster. Responsiveness to or conscious of sense impressions. Yeah, a rabbit sees me coming or sees the combine harvester coming, and they make a decision. Their brain can form ideas like, I think that combine harvester or that tall Asian guy is dangerous. Therefore, I'm making a decision to go that way, really far away from those things, because those are harmful for me. So humans do this, rabbits do this, fish do this. So please tell me how, baby, please tell me how a rabbit or a chimpanzee or a dog can't do these basic things of what's sentience. Able to perceive or feel things or respond to or conscious of sense impressions. They see something, they hear something, they taste something, and can make a judgment or a decision based off of these sense impressions. So please tell me how an animal is incapable of doing that. I'll be listening, baby. Please tell me how an animal can't see a combine harvester or a man walking towards it and make a decision based on that sense impression, because you're denying that they can't do that. So please tell us. Or saying since robots can do that, they don't call them sentient. Well, they're not biological. There's no definition. There's no definition of sentience that includes non-biological entities. I think it's assumed from the definition. These definitions were written before AI was ever a thing, before they had robots that could beat Garry Kasparov at chess. So it's assumed we're talking about biological things. We're not talking about rocks. We're not talking about plastic. We're not talking about silicon. Yeah, computers and AI can make decisions, but it doesn't mean that a Tesla autopilot is sentient. If it were, it wouldn't crash into fire hydrants all the time. But please explain to me, though, forget the robots thing. Please tell me how a rabbit, when it sees me or a combine harvester approaching, it sees it with its eyes and makes a decision based on those sensory impressions that it's not sentient. But when I do that, if I'm walking around, I see a combine harvester and run, I'm sentient, but a rabbit, it's not. Please explain. Anyway, I don't think robots will ever be sentient. I don't think it's a problem of like, adding more silicon or more neural networks or AI or anything like that. I just think sentience is a property of biology. You could have a supercomputer, take it, multiply it 1,000,000 times. It's just still a calculator. When you get down to the nuts and bolts, I don't see how adding more circuits and chips and bandwidth and all that is going to make it more, all of a sudden at some point develop sentience. I think it's impossible. They'll become more not aware, but more they'll pass the Turing test, if you understand what AI is. They'll be able to pass that, but that doesn't make it sentient. It just means it could pass the Turing test. But like, for all appearances, it seems to behave like a human in conversation. But yeah, I don't think sentience can be separated from biology. It's a product of biology, having a brain, having a central nervous system. I don't think a computer is ever going to become self-aware and have idle thoughts. I think that one of my philosophy of mind professors mentioned that. That's a property of sentience that doesn't get brought up much. Just having an idle thought, just sitting around and having an idle thought. You guys know what that's like. That's so human. I see it looks like our cats do that too. Computers don't have idle thoughts. They are not sentient. They're not self-aware. You like these philosophical ponderings, Jim? Now, this goes back to my studies in philosophy. That was one of my specialties as an undergrad, was philosophy of mind. So anyway, baby, thanks. That was fun playing with you there. But yeah, let's move on. So Bob, Bob, do you have a question for me, Bob? I know I was addressing Baby. And Baby, I'm going to put you in timeout. Thanks for coming. I'm not putting you out because you're bad or anything, but we need to move on. And I don't see what more I can say to convince you that you're just mistaken. You're going against the complete scientific community, and you have no training in the field, and your position doesn't make much sense. So I'm just going to put you in timeout. So Bob Hill, do you have a question for me? Were we talking about, is vegan like somehow connected to the scientific method or something like that? Is that what we're talking about? Because I said it's not really. I don't see how you're going to derive the vegan stance from the scientific method. But let me see if I understand your question, Bob. Because yeah, we can address you now because Baby's in timeout. Yeah, Baby, for all we know, is a bot, huh? It's some kind of, maybe Baby is the world's first sentient AI bot. Who knows, huh? That's a cool name, Baby Love. If there's going to be an AI sentient bot, that's a cool name. I like that. Yeah, Josh, huh? Animals are robots with flesh, huh? That's what he's pretty much arguing there. Animals are robots with flesh. Even though they're made out of one's made out of silicon chips and powered by electricity, others a biological organism. Boba Fett the bot. Am I reading that right, Lynn? Anyway, yeah, Bob, you have a question for me. I see you and Dr. Bear getting into it, but Bob, if you have a question for me, I must have missed a lot of stuff, so please, throw it at me, Bob, if you have a question or something I missed. Okay, Bob, I think you and I agree on this point, Ryan. Sentience as being a moral standard to decide whether another life can be taken is just an opinion. I'm not sure we get sentience in there, but I'm not sure. Let me read it again. Sentience as being a moral standard. I'm not sure if I follow that, but to decide whether another life can be taken is just an opinion. I don't know if we need the word just. I mean, it's an opinion rather than compared to what, like versus what, like scientific fact or something like that. yeah. I mean, that sounds really cold and all, but I mean, it's true. There's no scientific fact that, like, a human shouldn't get murdered by a psychopath, right? I mean, just a moral standard we all agree is wrong. There's no scientific fact that, a human shouldn't get gang raped by an army or something like that. It's horrible. But you know what I'm saying? It's not, those things I just described don't belong in the realm of science. Science is the wrong tool to analyze them. It's almost a useless tool. It's just like using a hammer and it's just going to go through something when you need, like, maybe I don't know what you would need. Anyway, it's the wrong tool completely. Yes, scientific. What scientific fact, Bob? I'm just saying, morality is not scientific fact. I studied philosophy, and part of one branch of philosophy is moral theory. We get into ethical questions like this. Science doesn't do that. I studied science as well. I never once in any science class and ever in my education did we get into kind of moral theory and ethics and values and stuff like that. I mean, there's philosophy of science where you kind of weigh out things like, is AI good or bad, stuff like that. But as far as, like, we're talking about, what we're talking about here is like veganism or things like rape or murder. That's not the realm of science. You can compile data using science to say, oh, there's more murders in this city than that city, but you can't say it's moral because there's more murders in one city or something like that. Am I understanding this right, Dr. Bear? Am I understanding his point here that ethics and morality are not within the umbrella of science, scientific inquiry? Is that the point? Because, yeah, that's true. Well, first of all, before I answer your question, Dr. or Bob, let me know if that's what you're trying to say. Because that's just a given. That's not like a revelation or some kind of new thing. It's just the wrong tool. Science is the wrong tool when you're talking about ethics and morality. You don't get to that. Science is not equipped to grasp onto those things. You need something more like philosophy. What's that, Graving Babies? Why about Godzilla? Was Godzilla sentient? Wait, did someone bring up Godzilla, or are you bringing up Godzilla? This is some interesting stuff going on tonight. Okay, Bob Hill, that was my point, that ultimately veganism is an opinion. Well, you can call it that. It's just like it's like veganism is no different from, like, say, rape or murder. I mean, it's our opinion that, yeah, it's wrong for someone to get raped. It's wrong for an army to rape a girl or something like that. I mean, it's not the realm of science. And I'm saying, so you're trying to say veganism is opinion, but to make it seem like you're dismissing it, bringing it down or something, like it's not anything important. Well, it's just as important as, like, say, rape or murder. There's no scientific argument or study or scientific experiment that concludes with don't murder because it's morally wrong. So if you want to say veganism is a matter of opinion, you're going to have to conclude that, yeah, all these things are. Rape is a matter of opinion, that rape is wrong, that you shouldn't murder people is just a matter of opinion. If you just say that, then you could argue that, I'm not saying you're arguing this, but it seems like it'd be pretty easy to argue, well, if murder is a matter of opinion, then I'm going to go out and murder a bunch of people, but I don't want to go to jail or prison for the rest of my life or face the death penalty. But if I didn't have to, I would just go out and murder people because it's just a matter of opinion. Your opinion is that it's wrong. Mine is that it's right. And I'd go out and murder if I could, but I don't want to go to jail. So anyway, that's the problem about getting it down to a matter of opinion. We know these things are wrong. We know from a moral standpoint, murdering people's wrong. I shouldn't be able to murder Bob or his family and rape them, and he shouldn't be able to do that to mine or yours. Matter of opinion doesn't mean that veganism is somehow a lesser, like, it's just like, oh, I like this band, Pink Floyd's better than Led Zeppelin. It's just a matter of opinion. It's not like that. Anyway, let's see, Vegan Wesker. Should I compete again in the company chili cook-off? All non-vegans, nasty smells, and I can only eat your dish. Yeah, show people how awesome vegan chili is. Assuming you make a damn good vegan chili, Wesker, because you got to impress these people. Show them that being vegan doesn't suck. So if you can make a damn good vegan chili, it might be worth it to put yourself through such hell. Graven babies, murdering Sims is okay, right? Yeah, I mean, they're not real. They're just little pixels and stuff. Yeah, I mean, the psychology of murdering video game people is one thing, but like I don't think there's any moral issue. They're just little pixels controlled by algorithms and code, you know? Wait, Dirty Riders in prison? Are you serious? Or did I miss something? Cool, Jim. Yeah, show people. You can make good vegan chili, incredible vegan chili. State of the art, no oil is needed as well. Well, Bob, here's where we'll disagree with you here, Bob. I'm going to put you on the wall with this one here, Bob, so we can analyze your statement here to Dr. Bear. And I wish you would talk to me. I don't know why you're talking to Dr. Bear so much. I mean, I'm not mad or anything like that, but I'm the one running the show here. So let's get your statement up here, Bob. All right, cool.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
So Bob is saying everyone agrees treating animals poorly is wrong. No, Baby Love disagreed with that. Baby Love is saying you can treat an animal as poorly as you want. So there goes your everyone thing. And Baby Love's justification for that was that an animal's brain is not as sophisticated as our great human brain. So the less intricate brain means it doesn't have sentience. I mean, people can have all sorts of fantasy justifications for treating animals poorly, even if it's done for pleasure. He said you can hit it with a stick and it doesn't matter because it's not sentient. It's like hitting your Roomba. Anyway, that's different from killing animals for food. No, because it's not necessary to kill animals for food. If you've learned one thing, Bob, from watching our live streams here, Bob, it's that it's absolutely unnecessary to kill animals for food. There's no reason. If it were necessary to consume animal products to be alive or sustain health or prevent disease, or I should be sick and dead, and it's far from it. It's not just my opinion. I've shown you guys many a time here, guys, that it's a matter of scientific fact that eating a vegan diet is completely nutritionally adequate. Don't take my opinion. I'm not a professional, a health professional. Dietitians of Canada, British National Health Service, British Nutrition Foundation, Dietitians Association in Australia, Mayo Clinic. And furthermore, we can look at, say, position paper, the position of the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics. They're all in agreement here. It's absolutely unnecessary to consume animal products to get all your nutritional needs met. So it's absolutely unnecessary to harm sentient beings. Because Bob, you seem to agree here from the first half of your statement that, yeah, why is it wrong to treat animals poorly for pleasure? Because they're sentient beings. They're capable of feeling pain. They don't want to die. And so if you agree animals are sentient, then why would you kill them when it's completely unnecessary? You don't need to eat animal products. Again, if it were true, if we had to consume animal products, why are all these organizations around the world consistent in their statements that after reviewing the scientific literature and examining patients, that it's absolutely unnecessary to consume animal products for good health for all ages of life? I don't care. It says if you're an infant inside the mother, or a baby in the mother, an unborn baby, or a toddler, or old person, anything in between, athlete, you don't need to consume animal products. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, the chubby vegan, is back, also known as me. He came in a good time here. He came at a good point. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, you can be a chubby vegan, a skinny vegan, any body type you want. You can do that as a vegan. You could be a super healthy vegan if you want. You could be an unhealthy vegan if you want, Bob. But the point is, Bob, it's absolutely unnecessary to consume animal products. So therefore, it's morally wrong to needlessly harm animals. Just like we agree, it's wrong to go, like you said, to needlessly harm an animal, like treat it poorly, like, hey, there's a dog, I'm just going to hit it with a stick because I'm an asshole. We agree that's wrong. It's why? Because it's wrong. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's just you're harming an animal. And same thing with eating an animal. There's nothing to be gained from it. You can get all those same nutrients from plants. So why would you intentionally kill a living sentient being that wants to live, doesn't want to die, doesn't want to be separated from his family and everything, just put in a caged existence its whole life, exploit its entire, it was brought into the world just to be exploited its entire time alive in poor conditions to be killed. So explain to me why, how is this different from killing animals for food? I could see maybe if you're stranded on a desert island and you didn't want to die, that's one thing, but we're not talking about that. It's not necessary to kill animals for food because unless you're in some extreme situation, you can acquire plants for food. Anyway, well, it doesn't even matter what you agree is sentient. Why would you want to kill an animal needlessly? Why do you want to take an animal's existence away from it so you can eat it and you don't have to? There's no point. Why do you want to kill things? Why do you want to kill living beings? Let's remove sentient. Let's living mammals with eyes and brains, and they frolic and they can lick you in the face and they could feel pain if you hit it in the brain with a stick. Why would you want to harm it and end its life when you don't have to? You can get all the nutrients you want from plants. You could be athletic. You could be Olympic athlete. You can just be a normal dude chilling at home on the couch. Whatever you want to do. I don't understand what the need is to kill animals for food when you don't have to. That's like I said, you're trapped in the wilderness and maybe no other option. Maybe we can talk about that, but that's not your situation, Bob. You are embedded in civilization. I know this because you're communicating with me right now via the internet on YouTube. So anyway, yeah, Vegan Wesker, Bob, why do we care what you think? Please stop harming animals for your snacks. Exactly. Why do you insist upon having animals to die? Why do you insist upon that animals must die for Bob to live? Why do these poor animals have to be killed for Bob? I just want to know. Bob, yeah, thanks, Han Solo's cousin. These animals are innocent, just like you and me. We, like the animals, don't want to die for someone to eat them later on. So what are you saying, Bob? I don't want to do it, but you do it. You said you're not vegan. I'm forced to protect the rights of people who want to. Don't worry about these abstract, vague, nebulous people who you're protecting. Like, you'll have some advocacy group. Do you have some kind of like formal group that you're part of? I don't think so. Let's talk about Bob. You said you don't want to do it. Then don't do it. No one is forcing you to consume animal products, Bob. That's what my point I'm trying to make to you. Why do you insist that animals die for you? Let's not talk about some abstract human who we don't know or something like that. I'm not trying to take their rights away from you. I'm just talking to Bob here. Why? I'm trying to understand what's going on in your head, Bob. Why are you trying to bring up these vague, nebulous people when we could talk about Bob? Talk about why are you insisting that animals must die for you? I'm not making fun of you. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I'm getting a little angered why would we want to bring up these vague people that you're fighting for the rights for? I'm not talking about taking anyone's rights. I'm just wondering why anyone would want to consume animals, kill them needlessly when you don't have to. That's the part I have trouble understanding. What would you say, Han Solo's cousin? Wow, you're letting Bob have it there, huh? Han Solo's cousin, a heartless, cruel human being. That's one way to look at it, right? I mean, that's it's easy. You can see, Bob, why a 14-year-old a person would think that young 14-year-old vegan who loves animals, doesn't want to see them harmed needlessly, is wondering why Bob is insisting that they must be harmed needlessly. That's why Han Solo's cousin is having such a strong reaction to you there. So I'm just letting you know the context of who Han Solo's cousin is here. You made drastic changes to your diet. Awesome. Eat less animal products. Awesome. I applaud you for that. It's totally cool. I didn't go vegan overnight or anything like that. When I went vegan, though, I went overnight. And when I said, why am I effing around? Why am I just goofing around I'm just like, being near vegan or going vegan for a week or two. Let's just do it. I did it before. I was vegan and I did vegan stints like for a week or two, and I didn't die. I felt wonderful. I felt good, like physically and mentally, knowing that animals weren't dying for me. Like animals did not need to die in order for me to live. And I realized after eating vegan for a few days, like, wow, I feel good. Animals aren't dying. And then I figured out, like, it dawned on me, like, why would I want to go back to having animals die for me needlessly? I have shown I can do fine, and now I know more about it. It's not just my opinion, it's the opinion of pretty much any health organization in the world that has examined the matter, that you don't need to have animal products. Anyway, yeah, we are driving in a circle. Let's move on. That was a good point, Bob. Something for you to think about. And let's have a different topic from here. I applaud you for making changes to your diet, Bob, and think about in the future if you want to, like, say, hey, yeah, all right, the science says you don't need to consume animal products, or else, all these vegans aren't dropping dead from nutritional deficiencies or what have you. So think about it, Bob. Hey, Han Solo's cousin. I'm vegan because I don't want to kill animals. Simple. It's as simple as that. It takes, someone as young as Han Solo's cousin just to strip all the nonsense away. That's why most of us are vegan, right? When you get down to all us who are like in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, do you agree with that? Really? That's why we're vegan, right? We are vegan simply because we don't want to kill animals. We don't need to bring up abstract or complicated ideas such as sentience, who or what may or may not have sentience, even though we discussed that in great detail tonight. But yeah, it comes down to the simple idea. I'm vegan because I don't want to kill animals. Couldn't have said that better myself, Han Solo's cousin. That's it. That just could be all we need to say why we're vegan. We don't want to kill animals. And the question of, like, a skeptic might ask, well, do we need to kill animals? Maybe we need to kill them because there's some nutrients in them. No, we don't have to. It's absolutely unnecessary to consume animal products. Again, not just my opinion. This is the position of Academy of Nutrition Dietetics, position of Dietitians of Canada, British National Health Service, so on and so forth. Hey, Dana. Thank you for the super chat tip there. Diana, bananas, plant-based eating. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are so generous tonight. Thank you.
All right.
All right, indeed. Yeah, vegan. Yeah, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, veganism is about doing the least amount of harm. Like, why would we want to harm animals if we don't need to? It's not necessary to harm animals to eat, to get the nutrients that our bodies and brains and everything need to be healthy and functioning and kicking ass if you want to be an ass kicker athlete or what have you. Yeah. Why harm an animal when you don't have to? That's another way to rephrase what Han Solo's cousin's saying there. Thanks for the super chat tip there too. Why harm an animal if you don't have to? There's a great question for Bob and others. You don't have to answer. I'm putting it out there as more of a rhetorical question. If someone wants to respond, feel free. But yeah, why harm an animal if you don't have to? Like, why? Like, why harm an animal if you don't have to? It comes down to that. It's simple as that. Why harm an animal if you don't have to? Let's see. I missed a few comments there. G-Light knows some Atlanta restaurants, some Atlanta vegan restaurants. So if anyone wants some tips as ammo, if you're in Atlanta, G-Light will tell you where to go. Great babies, you have a pug cuddling with you, a sentient animal cuddling with you. You couldn't cuddle with a Roomba, right? But you can cuddle with a pug. Baby love, you're fine with people being vegan? Great, you should be. I just don't want others who aren't to be seen as bad or like evil. Where have I said in my what do we call it here? I'm the cult leader in my sermons. Where have I said that people who are not vegan are evil? Please let me know that. Others might say that. Other more extreme, weird vegans might say that. I mean, like, the guy banned, but I've never remember calling people who are not vegan evil. If so, I would have to tell my mom she's evil, and she's not an evil person. Oh, Ammo lives near Atlanta, so G can hook you up. Let's see, I'm missing some comments here. Let's see, what's Dr. Bear saying to AJ? This is what I think most of those ex-vegans are like too. They lack the strength of character to resist peer pressure, so they caved and made post hoc excuses. Oh, baby, don't give the enjoy argument, because I'm sure rapists enjoy raping people, and I bet a lot of murderers enjoy murdering people, like serial murderers get off in it. Just because something produces joy inside your brain and your mind is not a justification to do that thing. I mean, it can in some cases, but there's many like examples, as I just brought up there, baby. Just because something produces pleasure, be it eating a dead animal that didn't want to die, needlessly eating it, or raping or murdering someone. Just because those things produce pleasure doesn't mean they're good for you, that they're moral, that you ought to do them. Hey, Hansel's cousin, thanks for the next super chat tip there. There's no reason when you don't need to. Yeah, there's no reason, I think you assume, it's to consume animal products. There's none. I'm still waiting to hear about some rare medical condition where you can't eat plants, you know, and if so, that wouldn't probably be, I'm sure that's not Bob. Not to pick on you, Bob. I'm just saying you're the one here tonight, you know, talking to us about this. And so is Baby Love, I guess, too. What's this, Bob? I'm going to put this on the wall here. This is interesting. This is why you're not vegan. This is a interesting comment from Bob here. Oops, I can't copy and paste great here. Let me copy first before I paste. It's a moving, scrolling comment. All right, got it. Got it. Let's put it up on the wall here, Bob. All right.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
Gosh, I was too slow to paste. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bob. Bob says he's not vegan because he has to fit in with friends, family, and the rest of society. What are you saying? That I'm not fitting in with society and Dr. Bear? Are you saying vegans are like weirdo, crazy outcasts or something? What are you saying? We're like second-class citizens that don't fit in with society? What are you talking about, Bob? You know, and then you throw in something that's unrelated. I don't like imposing on others. Hey, when I go to a family function and they're not being... Hang on one second here. If I go to a family function, I'm not imposing on others. If I know there's not going to be any vegan stuff there, I'll take matters in my own hands. I'll stop by a burrito joint and bring Mexican food with me as they eat whatever and stuff like that. I can fit in with my family. I can fit in with friends. In fact, friends often say, hey, I know, Ryan, you're vegan. If we're going out, we're going to a vegan restaurant or one with good vegan options. Like, yep, you got it, you know. But if I can't, yeah, I'll still find a way to eat or something. You know, if I have, like I said, if I have to leave and go somewhere else, I'll do that and bring the food back. So Bob, I'm not sure, what do you mean? I fit in with people. I don't feel like I'm an outcast or freak. Is that what you're saying, that me and Han Solo's cousin and Dr. Bear and Fall Dieting and AJ Vintage, that we're all freaks and outcasts of society? Please explain this, Bob. And now Han Solo's cousin is pissed. He's calling you a hypocrite there. But Bob, please tell me what's going on. Okay, Bob. All right, I'm going to put your next comment right below this one. All right, hang on one second. He says, Christmas is coming. I'm going to not eat turkey. Yeah, if you truly believe it's wrong to harm animals, I don't think you do, because I'm saying you don't have to eat turkey. My family knows I'm not going to eat turkey. They know I'm going to bring something else. In fact, and past holidays, like pre-COVID, they would often make stuff for us. We'd bring our own food, and there'd be like a little group of us eating vegan stuff together, even though these other family members were not vegan. They were cool with it. They didn't think we were imposing or anything like that. They ate their stuff, and I'd bring our stuff. They'll make a vegan stuffing for us. They'll make, you know, it's fun. It's all cool. No, it's not Dr. Greger. It was Dr. McDougall, who claimed he ate turkey at Christmas or Thanksgiving. And from what I understand, first of all, he's not an ethical vegan. He's a medical doctor. He helps people lose weight and stuff like that. But secondly, it's not even been confirmed. It's just been said that he says that so people won't think he's some kind of crazy vegan. Even though he doesn't do that, he just says that as a story so people won't categorize him as a vegan, because no vegan would say something like that. So just because you don't know what doctor said it, but I'm saying just because someone said that doesn't mean it's a justification to eat turkey. He's not even an ethical vegan. Yeah, you don't have to eat turkey the first holiday will be weird. Okay, Bob, your first time going to Christmas or Thanksgiving, not eating the turkey, they'll be confused a little bit. That's just one time. The next time you guys get together, that will have already happened. It's done. They understand now. They'll be expecting that. The third Christmas, the fourth Christmas or whatever, it's old hat. It's going to be, Bob doesn't eat the turkey. Yeah, of course he doesn't eat the turkey. The first one might be a little strange, but it shouldn't provoke complete chaos in the family and, hell breaking loose. I don't have the most plant-based, vegan-friendly family, but they're cool with it. It's all good. Hope you feel good, Bob. You have Han Solo's cousin, a 14-year-old, who's pissed at you for intentionally wanting to hurt the animals by using Christmas. What are you going to do at Christmas? You don't have to eat. We meet with family. Pre-COVID, we always got together with my family for Christmas. For not always, but like the whole time we were vegan, basically. It was fine. It was cool. We brought our own food. Sometimes we go eat somewhere before. One of my family's house for Christmas, they lived right by this vegan Chinese restaurant. They have dim sum, if you know what that is. So they're closed now. They're gone. But anyway, we'd go there before and just feast up on dim sum and then show up and then bring a little bit later too. Bring some leftovers. So we'll be eating and hanging out with the family. You can still experience family as a vegan. If that's your justification for not being vegan, you'll be locked out or ostracized at family events, well, hopefully you don't have an asshole family. Our family is totally cool. They're open. They don't care. They don't feel offended that we don't eat animal products or anything like that. I'm thinking, Bob, your family is probably a little more open-minded and cool than you might be giving them credit for. Perhaps. Maybe not. Maybe you have really mean, horrible family members. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying they're probably not as bad as you think. No, it's not an insult. It's an insult to harm an animal needlessly. Especially, like I said, there's no health benefit. No, why would they prepare you food if they know you're not going to eat it? They have to know, hey, I don't eat animal products in there. Oh, they probably know all about vegan. Oh, I've heard about vegans. Yeah, my friend Nancy and Flo, they're vegans too. It's totally cool. Yeah, just let them know you're not going to eat their food because you're vegan now. They don't have to know why. It could be a health thing. It could be a moral, ethical thing. Just let them know that you're not eating animal products anymore. They wouldn't beat you with a turkey drum, trust me. Unless you have some really horrible, wicked, evil family members, which I doubt you have, Bob. So I'm not kidding. Never once have I had any family issues ever on my mom's side, my dad's side, Angie's side. Never. We've been to so many family events and restaurants and houses. There's never been any situation ever. No one's ever given us crap ever before. It's totally cool. Yeah, Bob, I don't know if you're treating Han Solo's cousin mean there. Yeah, I see Dr. Bear saying, Bob, tell Bob not to laugh at Han Solo's cousin. He has no right to treat a child in our live streams like that. Yeah, please, I don't know what he did, Bob. Let's see. Yeah, don't say anything negative, even if it's in joking to Han Solo's cousin. Okay, Bob, this is a rule I'm going to enforce strictly. Do you understand that, Bob? I don't know if you meant anything mean or ill-spirited. Okay, Bob, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt this one time. But yeah, Han Solo's cousin is completely off limits from anything even remotely perceived as a diss or an attack. You got that? He's young, protected, not to be messed with. All right, you got that, Bob? All right, let's move on. Okay, Bob, if you're laughing, that's cool, but don't say anything I can even remotely misinterpret as some kind of diss to Han Solo's cousin. It's a rule I am 100% gonna enforce here. No, I have zero tolerance for anyone picking on Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, Han Solo's cousin, go vegan, everyone. Peter, that would be hilarious to see a family beat someone like a vegan with a turkey drum. That would be hilarious, huh? That'd be crazy. Would baby love so I would give up all joy for animals? What do you mean? What are you talking about? How am I the controller of joy for animals? What are you talking about? How am I even in charge of animal joy? I have no idea what you're talking about there. Hey, Wujita, how's it going? It's going pretty fun tonight. We've got some lively discussions, as usual. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, Bob, don't, as I said, don't talk to Han Solo's cousin, especially if we can misinterpret what you're saying. Yeah, just talk to the adults here, Bob. What is he talking about there? Trapped in mix with baby love. That is not realistic. Again, you do not have to harm animals for entertainment. Yeah, who harms animals? What kind of sick MF harms animals for entertainment? Like, what kind of, that's so like sociopathic. Yeah, maybe it's what Joshua is saying here. Baby, if you mean the joy of eating, there are so many vegan products now. If you need a burger that looks and tastes and feels like a dead animal burger, we got that now. High-tech companies like Beyond Meat, Impossible. If you must eat a burger that, you know, any reasonable person who's imbibed a few alcoholic beverages and you handed them one of these burgers, they wouldn't know it wasn't a dead animal burger. Oh, then try a Beyond Burger if you didn't like Impossible, Bob. It's all, everyone has their opinions. Yeah, I know people that like one but not the other. And if you don't like it, just eat like a black bean burger. You don't need to have some kind of fake meat to be a vegan. I rarely eat these products, is what I'm saying. I don't feel the need to eat fake meat. The only time I eat it really is when I'm out somewhere, and that's my best option. Baby, we've heard enough from you. So you're saying you don't care, you want to harm animals, you want the real thing. I'm saying, okay, if you don't, because you don't care. Let's take a look what he doesn't care about here. He just doesn't care about what veganism is. He's just equates it as being a diet and taste pleasure or something like that. And a vegan diet is very taste pleasurable. But where am I at? Here, veganism is not a diet. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So, baby, if you don't give a crap about animal cruelty and exploitation, you're kind of talking to the wrong people here, because that's what we care about. If you don't think it's an issue, animals should be harmed and slaughtered and kicked and hit with clubs and beat up all you want because their brains are not as sophisticated as ours, then that's your weird belief system there. We're just saying it's wrong to harm animals. Why? Because they're living, sentient, breathing, sensing beings with brains and intelligence. They can make decisions. They can form ideas. I've even seen my cats make hypotheses, it seems like. They seem to have some kind of idea when something's going to happen based on past experience. But you're saying, no, I don't care. I'm just going to eat them because their brain's not as big as mine. Anyway. So, yeah, Dr. Baird, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, we want you to feel welcomed in this community. 100%. Of course, we'll defend you. It's so cool to see the older vegans come in, to the defense of our youngest member here in our community. Penny, OMG, still live? I am still live and still alive as well. So, baby love, my point was that some people find joy in life from eating meat. I tell you, that's a moot point, if that's your point, because some people find joy in life by attacking a woman, preying on a woman, and raping women. Some people have joy in breaking into people's homes and murdering everyone in there. Serial murders, raping them and then murdering. Double whammy there. It brings them joy. So just because something brings joy to a person doesn't make it moral. doesn't make it right in any way. We can receive joy. We can experience pleasure or joy from all sorts of sick and twisted things. All right, so baby, I'm just gonna put you in timeout because you, not because you're bad or a mean person or anything like that. It's just because you're just monopolizing too much of our time. And I think we've answered your questions very honestly and thoroughly. I don't think we're being dismissive or disrespectful, but we just need to move on because we had 90 odd people a little bit ago, and we need to talk to other people here, not just baby and Bob. All right, so cool. Let's move on. What other things can we talk about, guys? Let's move on to something else. Babies in timeout. Yeah, Peter, literally, try eating raw meat because, you know, that's how it comes in nature, right? Try eating raw meat without any knives or forks and use your teeth to rip it off the animal. You're not a carnivore. We love you too, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, here's a good point. Not to say we're beating baby's point to death here, but yeah, baby love. Some people get joy from immoral things like dog fighting, but most civilized countries have made it against the law. But it brings them joy, so it should be legalized everywhere. People should be free to have dog fights everywhere. Wow, Dr. Bear. Today a police officer walked you through your classroom and discuss where I could hide with your students in the event of an active shooter at your school. I mean, this is what's so crazy about our world today here in the United States. This didn't happen when I was in school, elementary, middle school, or high school, or even college. Like, what has gone so wrong living here in the United States that things like this happen now? You have to have drills as far as, before we had drills for like earthquakes and fires. Now you have to have a drill on what to do when there's an active shooter on your school. I mean, what has happened to the psyche of people in my country here that there's just so many people that want to shoot up everyone? This, you know, this is nuts. And I feel sorry that you and your students have to do such drills now. It's gotten so bad. Sorry to hear that. The officer said it's a matter of if not when. No, it's not going to be a matter of when. It was terrifying and dystopic. I can't believe this is what teachers have to do now. Yeah, something's really wrong in our country if this is where we're at right now. I mean, not to get too political here, this doesn't happen in other countries. I mean, on occasion, but not like on a near daily basis like what happens here in the United States. There's always some kind of, more days than not, there's a mass shooting. I think they define mass shooting as like 4 or more people. There's a definition to it, but it happens more often than not. This does not happen in other places in the world. What the hell is going on here? And that's another reason why I want to move to somewhere safer. Australia looks pretty good. If I can't go there, I'm looking at this crime data for Hawaii. It looks pretty freaking safe. You know, the place I was looking at moving at, they don't even have a crime every day get reported. That's pretty cool. Long Beach, there's like mini crimes every day. Oh, Han Solo's cousin, thanks for the super chat tip there. I just want to thank every single vegan in the chat talking to you guys who is sending him love. Well, we're all happy to send you love and defend you as the youngest member of our live stream, the youngest member of our happy fam, and we will protect you and not let anyone talk crap to you. You know, I feel bad I feel so bad when you tell me that at school people will give you crap. You know, it bothers me. I wish I could protect you, but I can protect you here, and we're gonna do that. Go till. I eat both brown and white rice. I also eat like wild rice. I like to eat more brown than white. You know, it's not like I never eat white, but I like to eat more brown rice than white rice. It's a whole food. It's got all the fiber and everything. White's a little more processed. You can cook it quicker. Sometimes that's why I'll make it, you know, or I somehow run out of brown. But yeah, I prefer brown, but I don't stick to that 100%. Yeah, Jim, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, we're something weird's going on right now in our country. Yeah, it seems like democracy is up for debate, sort of. Not debate, but just being overthrown by people who don't care about democracy and want to install some kind of leader or something like that. I mean, I'm going to leave for sure, at least to Hawaii, get as far away from the mainland as I can. I think brown is a bit more filling too, Bob. Hey, Jessica, if you're watching the live stream right now, thanks for subscribing, and let us know if you happen to be on the live stream right now. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, good point. Yeah, not all rices are the same. I prefer California brown rices because has way less arsenic than rices from America's South, like southern states. You know, not picking on southern states, but I've covered this before in videos going over Dr. Greger's analysis of arsenic in rice, and yeah, California's are quite good. Also, rices from Asia, like the Himalayas, are good if you're looking for basmati. G-Light, you don't blame me, Ryan? What don't you blame me for? Baby, you're back. God, you are persistent. Vegan honeycomb. I love all your Disneyland vegan finds. Yeah, there's so much good vegan food there. That's why it'd be cool if Han Solo's cousin comes out and we can meet up at Disneyland. We'll show him all our favorite vegan foods. That'll be awesome. It'd be an expensive little day to go all different places. Usually we just hit up like 1 or 2 places, but we'll have fun. We'll go to like maybe 4 or 5 with you if we can do that. Baby says, I just wonder, would you give up the internet, basketball movies, you mean basketball games, and food, going outside, and just pleasure in general, the thing you find most joy in life if it saved animals' life? What are you talking about? I can do all these things right now, and I'm not harming animals. I can eat amazing food. I can use the internet, and I can play basketball and watch basketball games and movies. I can eat great food, rice and beans and like, you know, potatoes and bananas. I eat wonderful food. I don't have to give up any of those things to save animals' lives. In fact, all these things I'm doing don't harm animals. When I play basketball, I'm wearing vegan shoes and using a vegan basketball. When I eat food, I'm eating plants. Yeah, I don't understand how you think these things are mutually exclusive. They can all work together. Yeah, Lundberg rice, Josnick, exactly. That's a top quality California rice. In fact, I think Angie just ordered us some today, to get some more of their fine brown rice. Allison, hello, Benny the Kitty. How you doing, Benny the Kitty? Give you a little kitty love there, Benny the Kitty. Yeah, farro's good too. Yeah, millet, farro. Yeah, they're all cool, but if you eat rices from California or the Himalayas, you're not getting the arsenic. Watch out for rices grown in the southern states. Unfortunately, it's not always labeled where the rice was grown. But yeah, if you get something like Lundberg, says California brown rice. They grow their rice here in California. Star Cradle, here we go with another extreme scenario. Let's see this one, Star Cradle. Baby says, happy healthy vegan, but if you couldn't without killing animals. What do you mean? How is it impossible for me to like eat vegan stuff like plants without killing animals, and how is it impossible for me to play basketball without killing animals? What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. Please, I don't understand. Yeah, good point, Joshua. Baby, you know, people find joy being vegan. Good point, Joshua. People find joy being vegan. Good point. Yeah, I find joy being vegan. The only time it sucks is when people attack you for it, but that's not veganism's fault. Oh, the kitty heard me, Allison. Awesome. Lynn, that's awesome. Would you give up toilet paper for steak? The level of what the hellness is baffling. What the H? Would you give up toilet paper for steak? There's a good one. Baby, I can't really conceive of how going vegan would cause more animals to die in another reality. I can't. It's like telling me. It's like saying, "Hey Ryan, can you imagine in another reality that a triangle has 4 sides?" I go, "No, I can't. I can't conceive of this other reality where a triangle has anything but 3 sides. That's the essence of a triangle. It has 3 sides. If it has 4 sides, it's something else. So I can't imagine another reality where I'm eating plants and that's somehow like going to kill way more animals than eating like chickens and cows and pigs. I can't wrap my head around that idea. Maybe you can call me not creative enough to be able to go down that thought experiment, but I'm unable to process that because it makes no sense. It's like, tell me, imagine a 4-sided triangle. I cannot do that. Yeah, Raven Babies. And the point is, we live in this reality. So, a thought experiment about another reality, okay, it can be kind of fun and interesting, but you shouldn't make any deep conclusions about a thought experiment that's all about some bizarre reality where you can have a four-sided triangle. I'm saying what you can pull back into this reality is probably going to be a bit more limited than you're giving that thought experiment credit for. Yeah, Ammo, you are among friends here. If every Friday night we have this beautiful community of lovely vegans and a few stranger anti-vegans that come sometimes. So they're nice people though, usually. But every Friday it started 2.5 hours ago. So just do some subtraction and math there. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you can adjust to your time zone. And we usually go about 2 to 3 hours. This is about 2.5 hours is like an average kind of live stream. So anyway, yeah, come back and subscribe to our channel. We put out more content than just the live streams. Me and my wife, Angie. But yeah, I do these Friday live streams pretty much every Friday because I just love hanging out with y'all and talking about all this stuff. Baby, in another reality, it would give you up all your joy. How would I lose all my joy in this other reality, baby? You're saying I couldn't play basketball and I couldn't eat plants? What would happen? Just let me, I kind of forgot what your experiment was there. What's that, Peter? I'm Ryan. Do you use any toilet paper? I thought you had one of those. Yeah, we have a bidet, but I mean, it's cool to have some toilet paper, just to have some on hand. It's not like a completely toilet paper free existence when you have a bidet. It can be, but I like having a little bit. I just go through toilet paper at a way slower rate than if I didn't have a bidet. Good point, Graven Babies. Yes, if your only happiness comes from bacon, you should probably reevaluate your life. If people say, well, life sucks, but the only thing that brings me joy is eating bacon. Life sucks, but bacon is the only thing that brings me joy in this miserable existence. If that's you, yeah, you might want to reevaluate your life to see why killing an animal, killing a pig, brings you joy. Eating a bit of a pig's the only thing in the world that brings joy. Like you're nothing you do. You have no interest in life to bring you joy. Your family, your wife, your children, whatever, don't bring you any joy. Just eating a piece of dead animal bacon brings you joy. Yeah, that's a really weird system of rewards for your brain there. Good point. Cool, John. I'm glad you like our positive distraction. Cool, yeah, our music, Love Spirals. Yeah, check us out on Bandcamp. One word, Love Spirals. In fact, let me get a link there for us for Bandcamp. I think I got, maybe I don't on this browser. Let me just get one here. Here we go, lovespirals.bandcamp.com. Let me take us to our Bandcamp page here. Bam, bam. This is our most recent release, Lonely Sunset. Oops, that's the whole site, Bandcamp. But yeah, then before that, we put out in March the Smile single. It's actually an EP. It's 3 songs. But let me give you the link to our Bandcamp if you want to check out our music. We're also on Apple Music. Actually, if you buy stuff on Bandcamp today, it's called Bandcamp Fridays. They remove all their service fees, like the profits. You still have to pay for like any processing for your credit card or PayPal. But other than that, it's free. Bandcamp takes away all the money they make. But let me put the link to our Bandcamp here for y'all. If you want to check out Bandcamp, it's called Bandcamp Fridays. This way you can own the songs yourself. And if you, like I said, if you're more into streaming, yeah, we're on all the streaming services. Like Tidal, Apple, Spotify, you name it, we're on it. So check us out. Good point to go tell about how having a bidet has positive environmental impacts. Okay, I haven't seen Bebop. People have been talking about Bebop. Bebop, I haven't seen what you've been saying, so say it to me, Bebop. People have said they're getting annoyed at your comments here. AJ's not too in love with your comments, so Bebop, here I am. You have my attention. put your thing here. What's your beef or thing about veganism or whatever you've been saying here? I want to hear what you're saying. Don't communicate with anyone else, okay, Bebop? So come here, talk to me. This is my live stream, my channel. You came here, I said, the title of this thing, ask a vegan anything. So now is your chance. What is your thing? I want to hear what Bebop's thing is. Baby, Peter, can you just time out, baby? Baby, why don't you come back next week, okay? I think we've discussed your things, your issues in far more depth and time than was deserving. And you probably get more attention than anyone here tonight, as I'm saying. So come back next week, and maybe we'll discuss some more, baby, okay? No, you haven't done anything bad, baby. I want you to know you haven't done anything wrong or bad. I'm saying you're for some reason or another trying to monopolize our time here, and that's cool, but we're not gonna give you any more time tonight. Come back on next live stream. All right, I'm saying that very politely. Yeah, can you have a beef with someone when you're vegan, huh? I always feel weird when I say that. All right, so where is Bebop at? I'm off to scroll up to see Bebop. Oh, maybe I'm in top chat. I'm not seeing all. I forgot I have to switch this. Live chat, all are available. Yeah, sometimes someone's blocked for me. Yeah, you guys see that pull down at the top of the chat box, live chat versus top chat. That's what happens sometimes if you're not seeing someone. I don't know why you guys have been seeing Bebop, but I have not. So let me see if I can find some Bebop stuff here. I want to thank Dr. Bear for being a member for 6 months. I saw that pop up a second ago and went away. Yeah, I'm not seeing Bebop, even with all the chat turned on. So Bebop, if you're still here, now is your time. And if not, we'll see you in the future. Yeah, I love Bebop Jazz too. Yeah, mine always resets the top chat as well. Oh, is it Cowboy Bebop? Okay, let me look for a Cowboy Bebop. Oh man, I'm not seeing anything. Still not seeing anything. Damn. Maybe I lost the comments when I switched from live chat to top chat. So anyway, if you're still here, Cowboy Bebop, talk. If not, oh well. Oh, Bebop is baby. Oh, okay. I was looking for someone else. Oh, okay. I get it. All right. So yeah, baby's in timeout, I believe. So we're cool. We're good, I think. All right. So now, all right, we're back to 90 plus viewers. Any questions now that we've dealt with baby/Bebop? And I think, yeah, Bob's cool now. We've settled, or we've explored Bob's ideas. Were there some questions I missed during all this? Because I feel bad if I did so. I'm not, omniscient. I don't see everything and process all comments. I'm just have a simple human brain. All right. You haven't laughed this hard in so long. What's funny? What's funny, Joshua? Is it just what I'm doing, or is it the people like Bebop, or what? Yeah, Dr. Bear. Oh, I did miss that. Let me go back to your comment there, Dr. Bear. Yeah, your 6-month milestone thing there. Let me see it again. Dr. Bear. Yeah, I saw that a second ago. Thanks for creating this enjoyable, welcoming, entertaining live stream community for us to enjoy. Best cult leader ever. I'm sorry I missed that. I don't know. My brain processed it wrong. I saw your thing pop up there, and I thought it was something else. My bad. I make mistakes, especially 2.5 hours into a live stream. So thank you, Dr. Bear. Thanks for creating this enjoyable, welcoming, entertaining live stream community. My pleasure. This is awesome, and I am the best cult leader ever. And if you're new, anyone new, we do this every Friday night. We just talk about all sorts of things, vegan related mostly, but you never know. Anyway, and John Zook, are you here right now? Did you just subscribe from the live stream? Let me know if you are here. Angie's okay. Just kind of just chilling tonight, taking it easy. Uncle, thanks for asking. Let's see. Oh, cool, Devin. You listen to our music. Awesome. Definitely a fan. I love Spirals. Love listening to Lonely Sunset during a nice Sunday drive. Great music. Thanks so much. Yeah, we're almost done with a new 3-song EP. It's not going to get released this year. Hopefully we'll have time to finish it up this month and get it out in January. Really close. It's just been busy / kind of lazy lately, I guess. Penny made some bean chili. Well, send it our way, please. I already had a lot of beans today. I had a whole can of beans, made some easy tacos out of them. You want an album? One of our albums? Bandcamp. Did you get the link, X King Felix? If not, I'll put it up here. Today's Bandcamp Friday, meaning they take no service fees. Bandcamp is like going profitless on all sales on today's Bandcamp Friday. Let me know. I'll just paste it in again in case you want to grab our music. It's lovespirals.bandcamp.com. You bought them already? Awesome. Oh, let's see. Best typo of the evening, says Starcrow. For me, it was Bear's 6-mouth milestone. Oh, Harmony Paints. I just want to say thanks to all my fellow vegans on here. You're very kind and tolerant. Dr. Bear. Oh no, let's not pick on Bob anymore, okay? Let's have a truce for the rest of the evening with Bob Hill, okay? Don't want to go down those roads at this late juncture in our live stream here. Let's see. What did I miss here? I'm just kind of scrolling through here. John Zook. Okay, I watched you for like weeks. I'm surprised you weren't subbed. So anyone, thanks for subscribing, John Zook. If anyone's like John Zook who's been watching but hasn't subscribed, please do so. I mean, it helps to make sure that the YouTube algorithm suggests our stuff to you in the future. And if you're subscribing, it lets YouTube know, oh, this channel is cool. People are subscribing more than they have been lately. Maybe we should suggest more of Happy Healthy Vegan to other people via the algorithm. So please help us out however you can, because the YouTube algorithm, I've been made no, what am I trying to say? But I've been hiding the fact that the YouTube algorithm hasn't been giving us much love since pretty much 2020, 2 years. Jordan Pep. Some people could go sick from going vegan as they are missing a lot of vitamins or protein. Who are these people you're talking about? You're speaking in very vague generalities here, and we don't like that, being evidence-based people here, scientifically minded people. Do you have any specific people who are you referring to rather than these vague, unnamed, nebulous people? And let's put you up on the wall here so we can follow your conversation here. Okay, so
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
Yes, we're going to give you full credit here. Oh, I didn't get the J in your name here. My bad. All right, now we're probably good. So, please tell us, who are these people that aren't that don't get vitamins? Are you trying to say too that if you eat a vegan diet, Jordan, are you trying to say that vegan diets are somehow nutritionally inadequate? I'm trying to understand your position. Is this what you're saying, that vegan diets are nutritionally inadequate? And I also would like to know who these unnamed, vague, nebulous people are who aren't getting their vitamins from a vegan diet. So please tell us. I'd love to hear this. Let's see, with that, Sammy. Have seen your videos a few times and have gone vegan a bit. Still can't go fully. I hope I have type 2 diabetes and vegan food pushes your blood sugar up, so eat protein. Well, there's plenty. You can eat more legumes and stuff. Food. Not everything has to be. In fact, I would suggest watching some diabetic vegan channels. In fact, I think your best shot would be to meet with a vegan dietitian, someone who's trained in constructing meal plans tailored to your specific issues. That's not me. I'm not a dietitian or anything like that. I'm just a video producer, investigator here on YouTube, music producer. So anyway, let's see if Jordan is back. Okay, Jordan's back. A lot of people might miss vitamin B12. Well, a lot of people do miss vitamin B12, Jordan. Let's go check out that. I agree with you. A lot of people miss on B12. A lot of people. vitamin B12, low, Tufts. Let me see if I got this here. I'm sorry, I've lost my mouse. I have two monitors. Vitamin leave. Okay, 40%. Where are we here? I'm having trouble pulling up the study I'm trying to find here, but my point I'm trying to make is that 40% of people in North America, according to this study, of North Americans, I should say, didn't survey everyone, 40% of Americans are either deficient or dangerously low in B12. Let me repeat that. 2 out of 5 people, we're not talking about vegans, just 2 out of 5 people, Jordan, are already low or dangerously low in B12. It's not because they're vegan, it's because even though they're eating a bunch of meat, they're not properly absorbing B12. So most people should just take a B12 supplement, unless you know about it, unless you're getting your blood tested regularly and you know where your B12's at all the time, you're probably fine then. If you always have high B12, you probably don't need a supplement. Most Americans should just take a supplement. There's no harm, it's cheap. Most people should take a B12 supplement, whether you're vegan or not. So the B12 issue is not a vegan issue. It's a modern day people issue. And if you're over the age of 40 or was it 50, I forgot which the United States government recommends, you take a B12 supplement, not just vegans or only vegans, everyone. So B12 absorbency is a people issue, not a vegan issue. So just take a B12 supplement. There's nothing wrong with taking a B12 supplement. Let me just tell you this too. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I do know for an absolute fact, if you have a doctor and you do blood tests and you find out that you're low in B12, what do you think the doctor's going to prescribe? I know for a fact they don't say, you need to eat more meat. No, they'll say, oh, wait. I've seen this happen. They write down a B12 supplement for you to take. That's it. That's the solution. If you're low in B12, take a B12 supplement. So that's really not a vegan thing. It's something that can happen to 40% of Americans, which translates into, almost 100 million people, maybe 80, 90 million people are at risk of being low in B12. Yeah, well, Jordan, yeah, I know there's B12 in meat. There's B12 in plants too. But my point is, if meat were such a great delivery source of vitamin B12, why are let's just say over 60 million Americans should be taking a B12 supplement? They're eating meat. We're not talking about vegans. We're talking about regular meat eating, dairy eating Americans. So B12 again it's in meat, but it's not the only way. It's not sufficient for tens of millions of Americans to get their B12. So just take a B12 supplement, Jordan. If that's your only issue, you're saying you would go vegan, but you're afraid of B12, then take a B12 supplement. Thing is, you can just get a blood test right now and see how your B12 is doing. Any vegan can do that. Any non-vegan do that. Take a blood test, see how your B12 is doing. Jordan, it could have something to do with vegans. No, there's not like 70 million vegans out there. 2 out of 5 Americans have low B12. Do you think 2 out of 5 Americans are vegan? No, we're like maybe 3% of the United States population at best, like 2 or 3%. We're talking about 40% of Americans are low in B12. So this has nothing to do with veganism. I'm not sure if you have trouble with math and understanding these mathematical concepts, but no, veganism is not responsible for 40% of Americans needing to take B12 supplements. So again, just take a B12 supplement. That's the only thing that's stopping you from going vegan is B12. Just take a B12 supplement, as most Americans should do anyway. But I don't think that's going to convince Jordan. But anyway, let me get back to here, Jordan. So please explain to me how vegans are not getting vitamins or protein from their diets. Can you tell me this? Because if you have some information for me, Jordan, share it with us here. We have nearly 100 people here, most of which I assume are vegan, who want to know if what we're doing here is destroying us, if we need to stop because it's dangerous. So Jordan, if you have some information for us, please share it with us right now. What you know about vegan diets not having adequate nutrients. So please help me. If you really care about me, I don't think you do, but if you really do, just help me. Maybe I need to stop being vegan. Maybe my ethical beliefs are wonderful and to be applauded, but I'm risking my health dangerously by continuing this dangerous diet of eating plants. So share with us, Jordan, what you know. Good night, Dr. Bear, if you're going. I think I just missed you there, Dr. Bear. Good night. Yeah, Bob, there's not that many of us vegans here, Bob. Yeah, maybe 2-3%. Maybe things have grown a little bit, maybe 4 now, but it's really not that huge of a percentage. There's still a few million people, maybe 10 million, 20 million people or something, but it's not that, it's not that great. Let's see. So, you're not answering my question. Way better for what? All we want to know, Jordan, as a vegan, are we at risk of not getting enough vitamins and protein? I don't care if meat protein's better or whatever. I don't even know what better means. All I want to know is are vegan diets nutritionally inadequate? That's what we want to know. And if so, tell me how you know this. And just please share with us, how do you know that vegan diets are not nutritionally adequate? We don't put too much stock in people's opinions. Again, we're very evidence-based here, scientific-based. So please let me know. Well, let me know, Jordan. So that's your point. So please, what's your evidence for this? Do you have any health organizations off the top of your head? Or you can look online. Do you know of any health organizations that have come out and made position statements saying, vegan diets are dangerous, nutritionally inadequate, don't do it, you run risks of nutritional deficiencies? Or is it just your opinion? Let me know if you have any evidence to support your opinion, or is it just solely the opinion of Jordan Pep? We're curious here. Yeah, Jonesik, please tell us how a vegan diet is nutritionally inadequate, because Jonesik wants to fix it. Yeah, help us all, Jordan. So Jordan says, those have been paid by vegans. No, please tell me. You still haven't showed me your proof. We haven't talked about anything I have. I just want to know, what do you have? It sounds like you just have an opinion. You just have an idea in your head. You're sitting there on an armchair or a bed or whatever, and you came up with an idea. Or you saw some shirtless guy on YouTube rant on about vegan diets being bad. Do you have any evidence, such as again, a position from a health organization, a group of health professionals anywhere in the world that came out and made a position statement saying that vegan diets are nutritionally inadequate? That's what I want to know. I really don't care about what one person thinks or some ranting madman without a shirt thinks on social media. I care about what trained professionals in the field of nutrition and science research have said about vegan and plant-based diets and their lack of nutrition. So let me know, Jordan, if you have anything. If you don't have anything, just say no. I'm not picking on you. I just want to know if you have anything. So let me know if you have any evidence to support your position, or are you it's just your belief. It's just a belief. I believe that the Earth is not round or flat. It's shaped like a octagon, and it has little leprechauns surrounding it, and all the inhabitants are making a spaceship, and we're going to fly to planet Zbox 7. That's my belief. I believe that. Jordan, I didn't know. Again, you're not answering my question. And if you don't answer it, I'm going to time you out. Answer my question. I haven't even shown you any evidence of mine. I just want to know, do you have any health organizations anywhere in the world that have made position statements warning people about the dangerous inadequacies of a vegan diet? Because if it were true, if it were scientifically true that vegan diets were dangerous, you would think some maybe health organizations would make statements say, hey, don't go vegan, here's why. So do you have anything, or you just have your own belief? Tell me, do you have any evidence other than your own belief or some guy you heard on social media? Now we're debating what the shape of the earth is like, huh? Yeah, and who is paying these vegans too? You guys are raising good questions here. So I don't think Jordan has an answer for us. I don't think Jordan can provide any organization that's made a position statement, an organization of health professionals, not like an organization of like, you know, uneducated shirtless keto guys on Facebook or something like that. We're looking at like actually people who have degrees, experience treating patients, experience in scientific research. That's what we're looking at. There's a lot of proof, like how do you think we survive ice ages? No, that is not a position statement. So in other words, Jordan, you're saying you have absolutely no position statements of any health professional organizations anywhere in the world. You want to talk about the ice ages. Yeah, humans can eat meat, obviously. Yeah, humans can eat plants, they can eat meat. Yeah, that doesn't debunk veganism. Like, yeah, because our ancestors survived the ice ages, therefore we shouldn't be vegan. That's not a logical argument. Yeah, humans have the capabilities to survive. So if there's no plants around, they have to hunt a woolly mammoth to survive because there's no plants. But people like you always seem to forget, it's called hunter-gatherer societies. Not only did they hunt, they gathered. When there was no game to hunt, they gathered and ate tons of plants too. Humans have the capability to eat both, but that doesn't debunk veganism. So I answered your question there. I addressed your issue. So I just want you to tell me, Jordan, just tell me, yes, I know, just say yes, Ryan. I know of no health organizations that have come out and said vegan diets are nutritionally inadequate. Just say something like that, Jordan, and we can move on. Freely says the earth is shaped like a banana. She must be joking, right? Josh, you never heard that one over before about how we survived the ice ages as a substitute for scientific evidence or consensus? Yeah, that's a strange tangent to go down if we're talking about scientific consensus and we're going to throw out the ice ages. Yeah, John, they were gathering animals and hunting plants, huh? Yeah, good point, Wesker. Plants did exist in the ice ages. Not everyone lived in, like, you know, Scandinavia. People did live at lower latitudes. Avocados and other plants existed during the ice ages. Oh, so Jordan is a conspiracy theorist. He said there are no health organizations around the world that will make a statement against vegan diets because Big Plant has paid them off. Who do you think is wealthier, Jordan? Big Plant, like Big Broccoli, or the meat and dairy industries, which have been around literally centuries and have tons of power, both financial and political, lobbying, etc. So you think Big Potato and Big Avocado have like paid off all these health organizations and Big Meat just can't compete? That is quite a stretch there, Jordan. So that's it. Big Broccoli is outbid the funding of the meat and dairy industries. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Paid them off and lie. So all these health organizations around the world, let's just look at some right now, are just like, you know, they're just shills basically. Let's look at, say, Dietitians of Canada, British National Health Service, British Nutrition Foundation, Dietitians Associated of Australia, the Mayo Clinic, Heart and Stroke Foundations of Canada. These are just shills for Big Avocado and Big Broccoli. Is that what you're suggesting to us, Jordan? Do I understand you correctly? Yes or no? Penny, do I have a tempeh recipe? I bought a package but I can't decide. I don't think we have any tempeh recipes, Penny. Big Mushroom too, huh? Exclaimed Felix. Well, we're at it. Big Mushroom. They have more power than the meat and dairy industries, you know, more political and financial power. Yeah, Big Eggplant. The Broccolinati is, going around and paying off all these health organizations, like Dietitians of Canada. They're in the pockets of the Broccolinati. Big Carrot too. You can't forget about Big Carrot. Yeah, the Meta World Order strikes again. All right, so anyway, Jordan, thanks for letting us know that you're a conspiracy theorist that thinks Big Avocado has paid off all these health organizations around the world. Big Broccoli has paid them all off, and meat and dairy industry is just SOL on this one, right? That was fun. But the ice ages, though. Yeah, there are no plants in the ice ages. Yeah, just because of, let's just say there were no plants in the ice ages, which is untrue, but let's just say there were no plants whatsoever. You know, just people walking around shooting down woolly mammoths with their bows and arrows and stuff. How does that disprove veganism? Just shows that people in extreme conditions can survive off no plants. Doesn't mean they lived a long life with free of like any like heart disease or anything like that. Just means human can survive on a no plant diet. Doesn't mean anything like that's what we ought to eat. It's like appeal to ice age fallacy, you know, or something like that. Just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's healthy. It doesn't mean it's what we ought to do or what's optimal. It just means it happened. Just shows that people in a really horrible situation can survive without plants. And once the plants grew back, they started eating them again. It's not like said, oh, the plants are back now. F them. We don't want the plants anymore. They suck. You know, we're just going to be freaking carnivores the rest of our lives now because of the ice age. The ice age killed all the plants. We're just going to screw the plants. Oh, Jordan's back. What's Jordan saying? There might be something in plants, so they want us to eat them, infect us with it. That sounds quite conspiracy theory, Jordan. There might be. You know, and I might be from planet Z-Box 7. I might be. You don't know. We can't check. We can't fact check that. There's no way to check if I'm from planet Z-Box 7. And you're right. There might be something in plants, so they want us to eat them. Infect us with it. We don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like wild conspiracy theory stuff here. What do you mean? What are you talking about? So you're saying if we eat plants, we're infected with something? Who have you been watching on YouTube, bro? I mean, this is some wild, like, zany conspiracy theory nonsense here. Do you peddle in other conspiracy theories, Jordan? Like, do you believe the Earth is flat by any chance? Just kind of curious. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, bok choy. Probably got some microchips in it, huh? Bill Gates chipping on plants, huh? Bill Gates putting them chips in our plants. Don't eat them plants. I'm not picking on anyone's accent. If you're from a region that sounds like that, I don't even know what region I'm doing. I'm just doing my in my head, the hater voice. That's what I hear when I hear hater voices. Not saying Jordan's a hater, but he's hating on veganism here. It might infect you. It might infect you. So you support veganism as well. Well, of course I support veganism. My channel name's Happy Healthy Vegan. I've been a vegan for 12 years. Of course I support veganism. But infect us? What are you talking about? How is eating a plant going to infect me? Please explain this. I'm listening. You have our attention here, Jordan. Maybe you know something that we don't. I don't want to be infected by some weird thing in plants. So what explain, like, what's infecting us? Like, how does this work out? More importantly, how do you know this? Yeah, how do you know that plants are infecting us? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, you could be like Vegan Wesker here, ate some apples and carrots and my Wi-Fi improved because of the chips. Okay, this is a good one now. Oh my God, guys. This is like gold tonight. Jordan, you are awesome. Seriously, I'm not making fun of you here. You're a gold mine of just radical conspiracy theory ideas with no founding here. So let's put Jordan back up here. I'm going to add here, Jordan, to your,
I'm going to leave your words on this board
tone
for
that
all
we're starting to create here, Jordan. I should make a whole video of just me clipping out these bits responding to Jordan. So let's read this here. People go aren't the same when they go vegan. It might replace them. Okay, so I've been replaced. Is that what you're arguing here, Jordan? That I've somehow been replaced? The question is, replaced by what? And how does this happen? What have I been replaced by? I'm really curious to see if I'm a walking kind of zombie or something like that, like a plant zombie. I'm all eyes or ears here, Jordan. Please tell me how I've been replaced. Replaced with what? And where's your evidence for this? Again, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So you're saying I'm not a real human being anymore. I've been replaced by something that I don't even know what this something is. Please, Tell me what it is I've been replaced by. I really, really want to know. And then how do you know this? Did Sparage tell you this? Or some shirtless carnivore tell you this? Like, where'd you lose your body? You get replaced by a potato or something. The original me is at Area 51, huh, John's like, yeah, this is great. This is really cool. I've not heard this one before. This is cool. This is why I like this, Jordan, because I hear weird theories every week from non-vegans and especially anti-vegans, and this is a new one. I think I've heard them all before, but once in a while, once in a blue moon, someone will give me a new one here that if you eat plants, you get replaced. You've been somehow changed and I'm taken over by potatoes or something. So I'm curious, Jordan, you can't leave us. Please tell us. You have to help us vegans. It's imperative that you have the solution to this enormous problem that all vegans face of getting replaced. I don't even say all vegans, but you said some. So maybe, I'm not one of them. Let's see. It might go through plants, then move up to the brain and eat and then become the brains. Okay, that's great. I'm going to add to your thing here. And in what's your evidence for this? And how come this doesn't happen with meat? How come this only happens with plants? And which plants? I mean, same. It's a whole can of worms. How come plants do this? And what am I now? Like, what? I just want to know. Am I just like a big piece of plant now or something? Or I've been taken over? It might go through plants and then move up the brain and eat and then become the brains. So somehow something has become my brain. Is that what you're saying here, Jordan? That I ate something like plants, but not meat. Plants carry some kind of thing that infects you. Meat doesn't do that, but plants do. And when you eat it, it might move up. It might go through the plants, then move up to my brain, and then become the brain. So something has become my brain now. That is not my brain. That's a pretty extraordinary claim there, Jordan. So where did you hear this? Can you show me the evidence? How do I know that I should take this seriously, or should we all laugh at it, as most of us are doing here in the comments? So here's your moment now, Jordan. You've given us your theory. Now please show us your support for this. If there's some strong evidence to back this up, I might have to stop being vegan and maybe I can get my brain back because it's been taken over by a big potato or something. Yeah, it sounds like a Stephen King novel. I know. This is a great sci-fi book in the making here. Huh? What do you think, Uncle? What do you think of this theory? Bill Gates put chips into plants. That's a theory. I have covered that before. A theory put out, I heard from Newsmax, like a far right kind of news source. Are there chips in there? Does Bill Gates have something to do with this? Let me know. Lynn, you're liking this one? Farmed and Dangerous is missing this here. That it might grow through the plants and then move up to the brain and eat and then become the brain. Seen every vegan after they go vegan, they act very differently after going vegan. So that's your evidence here. Okay, let me put that up here too. I'm gonna have to
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
All right, let me remove this top stuff here. We're getting new information here. I want to make sure everyone can follow along with this argument here. Okay, this reasoning why we should stop being vegan here. All right. I've seen every vegan, after they go vegan, they act different after going vegan. All right, cool. All right, thanks. That's not really good evidence. So you're saying people, once they go vegan, they act different, and that's because their brain got taken over. So that's your evidence? You don't have anything else? That's it? It's just your opinion that once people go vegan, they act differently. It couldn't be maybe other reasons why we might act differently, that like before going vegan, we were okay with animal cruelty and exploitation. And then we realized along the way in our lives that there's something inherently wrong with needlessly killing animals, harming animals, being cruel to animals. We don't need to do it for any reason. There's no reason to, eat them for nutrients or vitamins or minerals or what have you, get it all from plants. There's no reason to exploit them and have like that miserable life. So yeah, we end up seeing things differently. We don't want to wear leather once we go vegan. We don't want to see horse racing. Yeah, we do act differently. We've fully realized the inherent wrongness of exploiting animals and being cruel to animals. So yeah, you do have a point. It doesn't mean that our brain's been taken over by a virus or a potato. It just means we have been enlightened about a situation in the world that is unjust, and we don't want to see that happen anymore. We try to bring change in the world to correct that wrong. So yeah, you are right, Jordan. You're completely right, but your reasoning is totally messed up. Lynn said when she went vegan, she was suddenly able to detect bullcrap. Huh, it's magical. What's that, Jordan Pep? Dr. Bear thinks a bear can use the internet? That sounds alien to you. Now you're trolling us, right? Dr. Bear is a name. It's not like Dr. Bear is not actually a bear. If that's what you're suggesting, is that you're trying to say that Dr. Bear in here in the chat is a physical bear animal? No, I can attest 100% that Dr. Bear is not an animal. Dr. Bear is a human. So you're just saying some really wacky, zany stuff here. So yeah, vegan, you are right. Vegans do act differently after they go vegan. But it's not for the reasons you're saying. Our brain didn't getting taken over by some kind of virus or something. Hey, is Han Solo's cousin back? Hey, how's it going there? Hey, you missed some fun ones here. It's getting late. Oh my God, 3-hour live stream. Oh. You know, real bears can't use the internet. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jordan Pep. Real bears can't use the internet. That's why we have Dr. Bear. I'm glad you're liking this, Devin. And I thought didn't Dr. Bear go didn't Dr. Bear leave us a little bit ago? Too bad Dr. Bear is not here now to be accused of being a real bear or not real bear. I mean, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, rewind for more antics. We've had a lot of antics in the past hour or so. Actually get going, guys. It's really late. Angie's probably wondering what the hell's going on. Got to get some dinner rolling here soon. So Jordan, if you want to come back next week and try to debunk veganism, we meet every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time zone you're in, but that was about 3 hours ago. So come back. You have a whole week to think of another reason why veganism is bad. It's horrible. You had some good ones today, how our brains become replaced by something else. So my brain is not my brain. It's a virus or a potato or something like that. That's cool. I'll give you some credit for that one. You know, that's not one that people say every week. So yeah, maybe Jordan's just trolling with us, but we had some fun with Jordan for sure. So anyway, trapped in the Matrix. I don't think he's going to get that joke whatsoever there. Yeah, Han Solo's cousin would never be one to debunk veganism for sure. Han Solo's cousin was one of our most hardcore vegans here. Yeah, Kika, hey. Let's see, Jade and Jet. Hey, Jade. Hey, Jet. Good night, Jade and Jet. How you guys doing there? Jade and Jet. Woohoo. Jade and Jet. Babies. How are you guys doing? Let me know if they heard that. Real cult leaders do 4-hour live streams. Yeah, I'm working my way to become a real cult leader, huh? I'll be one soon enough, but maybe not tonight. All right, guys, this was fun. I really had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. Seriously. I mean, I do every week, but this week was even a little more fun than usual. We had a lot of good discussions tonight. Some nonsensical, some more sensical, some thoughtful, and some just complete wacky and zany. But yeah, as always, Friday night live stream, one of the things I look forward to every week. And hopefully you you guys do too. Hopefully you guys are subscribed and have the notification bell hit so you know when I might do other things, because a lot of you guys know to come Fridays, but I try to do some midweek live streams too, and I do put out videos as well, where I discuss things, so make sure you have all that going on. And I want to thank everyone for buying stuff off our off our web store tonight. Let me put the link one more time, because I want to make sure you guys do know, in case you joined late, that you can get our book, our $25 book. We've sold it for $25 pretty much the entire time, and you can get it now for $15 at shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. I just put the link down there. You can get our book here, $15. You just got to use the code HAPPY35 for 35% off. In fact, you can get 35% off the ebooks, the t-shirts that we have left in stock there, but we really did it so we can get the books out to you guys for gifts. So I just sent a bunch of orders out today that people bought for others as Christmas gifts. So if you're like me and you never know what to get someone for Christmas, this is it right here, $15, and we'll even sign it for you if you want. We can autograph it to your friends, your child, your lover, whatever you want. We'll do that for you. $15 for Cyber Week. So use the code HAPPY35 at shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And again, that works for the ebooks. You can get those for dirt cheap too. We're barely making any money on these. We really can't go any lower on it. You see, they're big books full of color, pictures, big recipes. Anyway, guys. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. And yeah, thanks for everyone who ordered. I think we got like maybe 3 or 4 orders tonight. So I got some orders to pack up. So if you want to get an order in before Cyber Weekends, do it. And I'll be going to the post office most likely on Monday. No, I think Tuesday will be my post office day. So you got some time. So thanks everyone. And thanks Han Solo's cousin for all your super chat tips, and to Atomic Vegan and Dano's plant-based eating, and who else tonight? Oh, Jamit was on earlier. And guys, thanks so much. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching every week. And thanks to all our channel members. That's all the people with the green names and the badges. Just hit the join button next to the subscribe button for the little badges and other little perks we have for y'all. So I'm going to try to make some videos next week. I have a few ideas. I might respond to Neil deGrasse Tyson's latest antics, even though other people have done it. I don't care. I love responding to Neil. Might respond to some story I saw about Bear Grylls tried vegan diet and didn't work for him. And also want to share my calcium score, my calcium artery scan test that I got done. I got the results back. So I have several things I want to work on. I'm not sure which one first, but I have several planned. Hopefully I'll have a chance next week. But I already see a few weird things pop into my schedule that are going to take up entire days next week. So hopefully I can do a lot of work this weekend, like tomorrow. All right, guys. So much love to you guys. Thanks to Peter and Uncle for being our fearless moderators and just keeping our ship running very nicely and smoothly and pleasantly here. And again, thanks to all you guys for making my Fridays my favorite day of the week. And I hope it's one of your guys' favorite days too. All right, much love, and I will see you guys next Friday, and maybe before then with a video or so. All right, guys, much love, peace out, and doesn't suck being vegan.